are starting the stream. Let's see if it's picked it up yet.
When you said that, it felt like you were the dad, and me and Tech were the kids in the backseat going, "Yeah."
Well, wait, what did I say? What was I didn't even know.
You said, "Are y'all ready to go?" We both said, "Yeah."
Yeah, that's
Disneyland.
That may very well be the height of my problems tonight when you said, "How am I?" So we'll get to that.
Oh, Disney?
No, Disneyland's great. I used to love to take the kids to Disneyland.
Ricky, I love you so much. Bunny and Jaffe look all right. Tech look downright freaky.
All right, let's go. Here we go. Welcome to Moan House, you old sons of bitches. Let us begin the show.
I love the intro. Like babies. Just one baby.
Sure, you can. Wait a minute.
Oh, you have to have two babies. One baby's two little
You
babies.
have to have two babies.
You have to.
Disagree.
You need to repopulate the U.S.
Okay.
Well, there we go. Hello down below. Keep the racket down there. What the hell?
Hello.
Hello. Just because you're a pretty lady doesn't mean you can get away with all that rock and roll racket. Turn that.
Yeah, sure it does.
Oh, you're probably right. What's up, fellas? Welcome to Moan House. It's nice to see you. I'm Jaffe. That's Bunny Button. That's Tech Protect down there at the bottom of your screen. We appreciate you spending some of your beautiful Tuesday summer evening with us. How is everybody doing this evening? Tech said something right when the oh, sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm happy. Good
Yeah,
time.
what? But you said you are going, like you're consciously choosing to be happy. Is that what you're saying is happening?
Yeah, we're gonna be a happy guy on purpose today.
I mean, is that
Thank you, Nina, for the one gifted member. Yeah, I have Spotify Christmas music playing in the background. I'm gonna be a happy-go-lucky boy. No more sad house, at least not for today.
Yeah.
Right, but you think you can choose your mood like that? You can say, "I choose to be a happy fella right now."
That's how you do it.
This
how you do
is
it,
how
Jeff. I
we
think-
do it.
think you do
Nina
a lot of
and
things.
Lynx, thank you guys so much for these delightful, generous memberships that you have gifted to the world. Thank you, Lynx. Thank you, Nina. Nina
Thank you,
and
Nina.
I in a little toy shop. I want upside down. I want upside, please, Techie says leave it to Bubby. I think she means uppies. Here they come.
Upside down uppies, maybe.
It's not even set up right now.
Oh, well, give her uppies to the main camera then. That's good enough. She'll appreciate you.
Fine. Oh, everything is turned off.
Oh, no. Guess we're not going to be happy
There we
tonight.
go. Yeah. You can always be happy.
Well, okay. So look, okay. First off, I love Christmas music. I listen to it all year round. I listen to Bing Crosby. So I understand the value of putting on some music, making yourself feel better. I just haven't felt very good lately. I haven't felt very energetic lately. I don't know if it's my diet, if it's my sleep.
How much are you listening to Funky Town?
The song,
True.
Won't You Take Me to Funky Town?
Yeah,
That one?
lip sync Funky
Oh,
Town. Yeah.
never.
Damn.
Well, there's your problem.
Oh my God! I
That's
knew it was something. It's the lack of the funky town.
Yeah,
you
it's
need
not
the
a funky
funky
town.
town. I don't know though. I don't know if it's getting older. Like I don't know how much energy is a 54-year-old supposed to have. But I've been nostalgic lately for the energy I had when I was like 18 and going to college.
Yeah.
Like I want that level of drive again and fire again. And I know that it's a natural thing that it kind of doesn't last forever, but I'm not accepting that. I don't like that. You know?
Have you tried, what are those, mushrooms. What's those mushrooms? Starts with the R? I don't know how to say it.
Racist
Talking about which ones?
mushrooms?
Racist. That's it.
Not racist. You're talking about the red cap ones, right?
The ones that give you energy that
I don't
real
know.
good for you.
And I don't
Make
think
focus.
it's depression like, oh, I'm sad. I just think it's lethargy is what it feels
Reishi?
like.
I think
No one's
Raish. Yes, Matt DeMarco in the chat said it. Right? Is it right? I don't know how to say it. Raish.
Reishi.
Reishi.
Ganoderma
Right. Have fun, Bubba.
sidum, I think.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, lethargy. I want a sense of, power and energy, and I don't know. I don't know what it is,
Get you
Bunny.
some of the mushrooms.
Well,
I feel like I'm
I'm a doctor.
off my game. Yeah, I know you are, Bunny.
will you start going to the
Yeah,
gym
take
with
them.
me in the mornings when I move out there?
Well, I do need to exercise more.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a morning gym thing for like an hour, maybe like 45 minutes every morning.
Yeah, I should exercise more. This is true. So I don't know,
You have a-
whatever. So
you have a
that's
pool.
what?
Yeah, we have a pool. We can go swimming
I'm
in
just
California.
listen. It's not about that. I'm just saying that I need, because you're saying you choose to be happy,
Yeah.
and maybe it's the Will Smith clip that I saw. Maybe all these people are getting. Did you see the Will Smith clip?
No,
know,
what's
I
Will
didn't.
Smith? You want to pull it up?
Yeah, I'll pull it up. I mean,
I just love that this might be Will Smith's fault.
it might be Will Smith. Well, because
I can pull it up. What's it about?
No,
Will
I got
Smith
it.
doing what?
I got it. It's on. He put out a new song, and it's not any good. And here he is in London singing this song. Now, Will Smith used to be the height of cool dudes in the 90s,
Yeah, he was
right?
getting jiggy with it.
He was, and now you look at him, and it's like, please stop that, because But I still want him to have fun. I want him to enjoy his life, and it's hard to imagine because there's so much of his personal life we now know about that. It's like, dude, you can't pull it off anymore. I don't know. I'm bothered by this Will Smith thing, and it sent me on a little tirade. Here we go.
About to do some investing, spend it on you and your bestie, you and your twin on your jet ski.
The audience doesn't give a shit.
Girls,
Pretty good, right?
I like pretty girl. I like pretty girl. I like pretty girl. Hey, Rita Ora, ladies and gentlemen. Rita Ora in the building. In the section. That's right, there you go. I like pretty girls. That's crazy. See, that's how that song works. You just put it on, they just show up. So that's ladies and gentlemen, Rita Ora in the house. In the house. I know. It is a pleasure.
No one cares. No one cares, Will Smith.
I care.
Look at him.
You know what?
Everybody's just filming it. Nobody's dancing. Nobody gives a shit.
He's trying to get his jiggy back.
I know, but maybe his jiggy done gone away forever. Maybe he slapped the
No,
jiggy
your
out of...
jiggy never dies.
well, what
Jiggy
is-
can die. Well, I mean, that's a good conversation, right? Because people have
don't know.
critiqued a lot of celebrities in the past for trying to make like a comeback, right? Like, is there like a position that you should take where like I've had my time in the limelight, it's over? Like,
It's not-
like Roseanne Barr.
It's
As
not...
long as you have money, it's not over.
It's never
You
over.
can keep this going.
What was over for her?
Well,
What
no,
about Ray
look.
J?
It's... Who?
Ray J,
Who the fuck is Ray J?
the musician.
He's
Ray
selling
J.
his earbuds now. He's doing great. He's sponsoring everybody but us.
Well, okay, I am not a fan, clearly, of going softly or gently into the good night. I am not a fan of, this is the path that society says for you that you do when you age. I think everyone should do what the fuck they want to do, obviously. And if he genuinely is enjoying this, I think that's great for him. Wonderful. Enjoy that shit. It just feels like it's more of an act than it's ever been. It makes me feel old. I was already a full adult living an adult life when he was in his heyday. It's not like this was like some childhood icon of mine. Like, oh, Will Smith's super cool. And now I look at him like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And then it gets worse, Bunny the Button, because then there's this woman, and I don't even know who this fucking woman is. But nobody showed up to her meet and greet. Have you seen this? Did you see this?
She's like kind of a piece of shit. So
Well, she's
if
sick.
this is real,
It's
in it,
real.
well, yeah, she's
Well, watch,
sick.
watch.
She almost let a homeless woman drown. Fuck her.
But look at her. She hired security. What the fuck?
Good.
We needed more security at our haunted hotel event than this fucking woman needs at her meet and greet.
Well, there's a good chance they might have just set this up just to get this clip because she does a lot of.
Well, then
she's a big dum dum.
Then she makes an apology. So you think this was all bullshit?
I don't know. I hadn't seen.
Would
this
you
one.
like to hear the apology?
Yeah.
Tell me if you think this is real. I don't fucking know.
I seriously can't take this anymore. I'm so embarrassed to even be posting this video, but I didn't realize how many people don't like me until today. Today was one of the most embarrassing days of my life. I had my first meet and greet and nobody showed up. I spent thousands of dollars on this event and put in so much time in.
Thousands of dollars.
Wait, what? Thousands of dollars? How? And you went down to Kinko's, or the FedEx store, you got a sign printed. How much effort did you put into it, sweetheart?
Oh no!
It's like at a movie theater.
Yeah,
or something, right?
And you got like a little Party City pink thing. You can see the tape everywhere. Come on.
Do you know about her, Jaffe?
No, but let's finish her public apology. But I'm sorry, I'm pushing back on the $1,000. Now I feel better because there are people worse off than me. This is the best show ever. Here we go.
Effort all to spend it alone. I thought some people would show up, but the fact that nobody showed up is just so sad and insane to me. I really don't know what I did wrong to deserve this, but I'm just praying that you guys give me a second chance.
Who is this woman?
She's almost let a homeless woman drown.
Yeah, so May of this year, she posted a video where allegedly, again, there's no legal case here, but
it's all in the video.
Yeah, well, the video is even fake, right? That's the whole thing is like we don't know. But it's she convinced a homeless woman to jump into like a lake for $20, and then the lady almost drowned, right?
And she walked away. That was the worst part, wasn't it? They walked away. Because she's a piece of shit.
Have you heard of like a college the woman to drown?
No. Do you know what a college scavenger hunt is, Jaffe?
No. God, no.
It's like a trendy thing they do where they're like,
I'm tired of these new words.
Oh, you need to find someone who's wearing like a blue cap or convince someone to jump in a lake, right? Like bullshit like that.
Like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, like a scavenger hunt. Like let someone
you just
like,
added
go
the word
door to door.
College to it, and now it makes it sound like it's something different. I see. Keep going.
Yeah, like convince someone to let you use their bathroom at their personal house. Like knock door to door until someone lets you take a shit in their bathroom. It's that kind of stuff. But it wasn't real. She just like went around like, I'm gonna fuck with homeless people. Hey, for $20, you hop in the lake for my college scavenger hunt, and then the lady was drowning.
But you would think somebody would have shown up just because she's, I guess, famous. But who knows? So this
I
could be
think
bullshit
people
too,
got
though,
her
right?
out. Yeah, I think that's probably bullshit.
Right. I'll tell you. Interesting. But so this got me down too because I'm like, I don't even know who this bitch is. At least with Will Smith, I can feel bad that he's too old to be doing that shenanigans. And now I'm looking to her going, I don't even know who she is.
More people showed up to our meet and greet.
That's what they did. And our security probably didn't cost as much, but he did some good shit. He did some good shit.
Good guy, security guard. I forgot his name already.
I know, but he was great.
It was like one or something.
I don't know.
I think it was.
You know where we found? You guys know where we found our security, by the way, for our haunted hotel meet and greet we did in Old Town was tech. We had it all planned out, but we all kind of forgot it was Cinco de Mayo weekend. So a lot of the cops that we were going to work with were like, no, we're policing Old Town, and we have, so we're bummed, and we go into this weed store to buy weed for the haunted hotel, and there's this guard there, and it's like, well, he's big. Go ask him if he'll be our security guard, and he did. He was awesome. He was.
At first he's like, I worked that day. I was like, well, how about for this much
came
money?
dressed all nice.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
all
Awesome.
like spiffy looking.
Yeah. Well, at first he was like, should I bring my guns? And I was like, no. Like, maybe conceal or whatever if you have that, but like come professional.
Oh, and the hotel got mad at him, right? Because he was just standing out there looking all like, I will fuck you up. It's like, dude, don't do that.
He looked like a playboy. Like he came with a suit, like a suit. He had a tie, had the whole like get up.
Yeah.
He was just like, he's just doing this number, right? Just to fucking.
But he was like standing outside the hotel entrance. And the owner came up, I guess, to Tech and said, dude, what the fuck is this guy doing, right?
Yeah. They were like, the owner was like, look, I don't know what you guys are doing in there. I don't really want to ask any questions at this point. But like, why do you need security? And I was like, Jaffe's a famous guy, okay? And I just pulled up my phone. I was like, David Jaffe. Boom, first person came up is you. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, well, he can't just like be harassing all the guests. Because the security guard was like, every single person, are you staying here tonight?
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
You have your key?
And
he was like,
to his credit, shit went down that night.
Yeah.
And we weren't even aware of it because this guy in Tech took care of everything. It was just none of us knew till the morning.
We won't get into the details of it, but some things happened.
Yeah.
We handled it before things got bad. Yeah, it was good. Right. It was good. Yeah. Good investment.
Well, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, point being, internet people. Some woman's dead now. Some woman took her own. Go ahead, Bunny Button. Tell this tale of mirth and woe. What's going on with this lady?
Michaela Reynolds.
I'm gonna bring her up.
She had a sanctuary for rescued animals. I think she rescued more than just foxes, but she mainly focused on foxes. And because animal communities are some of the most vile and hateful communities ever, they bullied her and she killed herself.
But why did she do what? How are they?
Well,
talk to what.
I did some digging. It came, most of the harassment came from a Snark subreddit, which is like an anti subreddit where people like there's one for H3 where it's all their haters are there. Yeah. Apparently most of it came from there. A lot of it was saying that she was scamming and a lot of her content was AI, which I thought was just crazy that's even like a thing now. But apparently she got a lot of harassment for that. People were like turning her into the IRS and stuff, saying she needs to be investigated because she's scamming people and all this horrible stuff.
IRS
but she was autistic.
Investigate scamming?
Well, for money,
I don't
tax fraud, lying to people. Yeah, tax fraud.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there was apparently somebody that used to work at her sanctuary. After they stopped working at her sanctuary, they made these little comments about like, oh, things aren't exactly as they seem there. And then that like snowballed into a lot of people saying she was abusing the animals and there was no proof of any of this from what I read. So it was just like baseless harassment and she got it relentlessly.
And so she just was, did she leave a note or anything or?
I don't know. I know her husband said in the video that he posted announcing what happened, he said that he found her and he tried to resuscitate her while he waited for the ambulance, and then the ambulance tried, and I think she was already gone. And she had a baby, like a little girl, like really young.
What is the matter? I mean, look.
Speak closer to your mic.
Well, look. God. I mean, look, I can't judge any of these people. I can't imagine doing something like that, but thank God I can't imagine doing something like that. But, you know, I don't know. Do you think though that like if you can blame the bullies, right? But at the same time you can go, but is that a healthy response to bullying?
Well, right? She was autistic and she had some other problems too. I think they said she either had borderline personality or bipolar disorder, because I know it's abbreviated the same, so I'm not sure which they were referring to. So she had some autism. Yeah.
Right. Oh man.
Do you, Bunny? You're in line, like you're up to date with like internet stuff. Do you remember who Mark Longo is?
Yeah.
He was the guy. Jeff, I don't know if you heard this story. This guy's like outside his house, right? And he sees a squirrel get ran over by a car. And there's just like a baby squirrel next to the dead mom squirrel. So he's like, oh fuck. So he takes in the baby squirrel. He raises it since like 2017. He had the squirrel for 7 years.
Okay.
Right. And he would make content about his like the little squirrel he rescued. He's like, I try to release it multiple times. It doesn't do well. So I'm just taking care of it. It lives in my house. It's getting fed. It's getting all whatever it needs. Right. And people like spam reported him and like doxed him to find out where he lived.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent like animal control to like, oh, we're going to have to take in the squirrel to make sure that he's healthy. But they raided his fucking house. Like it was like 9 hours with like fucking long guns. You know, it was the animal rights group that was there. Like,
wait, I'm sorry. Animal rescue comes with guns?
Well, the police came and raided his home.
The police came. Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, we don't want you to fight against the animal rights group people. Right. So they came, they had him like, you're not moving from your fucking couch, or we're going to fucking look and check out everything. Right. The squirrel's name was Peanut, Batman McGaff.
Peanut, yeah.
Yeah, Peanut had been a YouTuber, right? He had been, this little squirrel was famous.
Yeah.
And so they took him in, and during one of the testing procedures, they like gave him medicine, and they gave the squirrel a seizure. And when trying to restrain the squirrel bit through the glove of one of the biologists that was like testing him. So they put the fucking squirrel down.
Yep.
They killed his pet that he's had for 7 years.
Because they had to check to make sure it didn't have rabies, and that's how they check, is to put an animal down.
When was this?
So he adopted Peanut in 2017. This was last
year.
And this was in October of 2024 is when they put
Are
him
you
down.
bringing this up as it relates to the animal lady? Because
yeah, the connection
all
there.
the internet is just
the
shit.
Communities. I had about 18 hermit crabs one time that I rescued from a store at Myrtle Beach. I get really obsessed with stuff, and then I do stuff about it. So I started reading about hermit crabs, and then I was reading about how horrible the store. Yeah. So I went up to Myrtle Beach. I learned all I could about hermit crabs. Like I learned all about how to take care of them. And then I went up to Myrtle Beach, and I went to one shop, and I was talking to the guy, and he was like, I don't even remember the last time I fed these things. He was like, if you want them, you can have all of them. And he just gave me all of his hermit crabs that he had left. And I was like, when was the last time you fed them? He was like, maybe 3 months ago. So, and he was like, I don't give them water or anything. So I took them home and started taking care of them. And then I started looking into the hermit crab community, and I did not partake in it because I saw how hateful these people were. I mean, like like telling people to kill themselves left and right because you have the wrong kind of dirt in your hermit crab.
The substrate or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, oh, you're not misting its terrarium doesn't look misted enough, and they would like tear them apart. They're hateful.
Yeah. So are you sure that's at 70% humidity? Because they need between 70 and 80% humidity for the fucking
How do you know this about hermit crabs? Something's broken in you.
I am look. So you know, like autistic people have like a fascination.
No, it's
like
called special interest, but they usually have one. Like Calvin is autistic. For Calvin, it's Stranger Things, and when it's not Stranger Things, it's My Chemical Romance or ocean biology. For it's everything.
No, yeah, it's so unfortunate, Jeffy.
I know. Trust me, I know.
Learning.
He's all over the spectrum. He's
learning
running back and forth.
Yeah, learning is my fucking like
grabbing
autism special interest.
Jesus Christ! Well, here's the point about I want to get a hermit crab cage or whatever terrarium and just make it intentionally god awful and just make it look like
hermit crabs are
no they won't be real hermit crabs. Special. I'm going to just post it on the threads like, hey, I'm about to adopt a couple of hermit crabs. What do you think? I made my own. I just want to fuck with these people now.
You know what they do to hermit crabs?
No, I don't want to.
When they paint their shells,
no, Bunny, I don't want to.
They glue them into their shells.
Yeah.
Who does?
The people that sell them at like
people who
Pet
paint
Shop
the shells. Yeah, the people they glue them into their shells and paint the shells, and then they sell them to the pet shops and stuff.
Well, because they want them to have pretty shells.
They're horrible, evil people who want to hurt sweet baby hermit crabs, and I love.
Did you know hermit crabs need to have access to like fresh dechlorinated water as well as like salt water, like marine grade aquarium salt
and they
water.
love apples.
They love apples
and they love eating each other. I learned that.
True.
They eat each other?
Yeah, they're cannibals.
Yeah, they'll pick the weakest one and they'll all just tear it apart.
We're a horrible existence. Yeah. You know, life, we're just terrible people. We're terrible animals. We're terrible hermit crabs. Now I'm in a bad mood. I thought I was going to be in a good mood. But I mean, I just, the internet community is, I am I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. I am in the process of shedding a skin, I would say. I can not with these people anymore. I know I say it a lot lately because it's one of those things that's percolating and it's rising to the surface of Lake Jaffe. And I don't know what the ramifications will be, but I will tell you that I'm sick of them. And I'm like, I had one guy on my Twitter today, it's just such little spiteful little fucking idiots, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm tired of them, Bunny.
Oh, I just realized.
I get it.
We're in Sad House no more. We're doing Madhouse.
I'm not.
The reason why I brought this up. The reason why I brought this up, Jaffe, is because I wanted to say there's a lot of like crazy internet communities that will like heavily report, mass report, and like troll like content creators and stuff. And I was wondering, do you think that? Oh fuck! I'm gonna forget the name. Now they brought it up.
And we're just being honest about things.
Yeah. But who's that cult leader who had the compound in like Texas or something, and there was a
David
standoff?
Koresh.
Was that David Koresh?
Yeah.
Do you think the David Koresh hype house would have had people swatting him if he was a streamer?
Probably.
If he had a hype house.
I'd probably swat. I would swat him.
Yeah.
I'd swat the shit out of these
probably.
fucking. I mean, good God Almighty. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just what it is. Here's what it is. It's people who don't know any better and they're just fucking stupid. Right?
Yeah,
I bet
like,
there's
when I see
somebody
people-
watching this stream right now, hate watching this stream, and you got a bee in your little dumb bonnet. And you got it for me or Tech or Bunny or all three of us. And it's just like, get over it. No one,
I feel bad for people like
know.
that. Because can you imagine having that much hate in your heart, Jaffe?
That's
what I always
I'm
think,
starting
like,
to be able
how
to imagine
sad.
it right now.
I had this
You gotta
conversation.
pity people like that.
You do have to
Because
pity
they
people,
got so
definitely.
much hate in their heart that they don't know what to do with it, and they just like unleash it on random people that they don't know. And that's the
Yeah.
sad. Like I can't even in my head pretend to get myself in that mindset.
But why do we have
of
to
caring
share
about
the
a
planet with
stranger
them?
like that?
Why can't they go
Because
somewhere else?
they're less fortunate than us. But I want to bring up that point that Bunny said about pretend, right? I can't pretend to do that. I had this conversation with Glass Burrito today after our morning stream. The people that are just genuinely haters of all things like online. Like I shared that list. We're going to cover this tomorrow in the morning stream. The list of DEI games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and it's just some dude who has pages and pages about, is this game DEI? Yes or no? And some of them are crazy, right? Like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is DEI because, one, you can choose to be gay in that game if you wanted to. You can have like some gay sex or whatever. But the second one they said was, it goes against Western ideology. And I was like, motherfucker, this is 1402 Bohemia. Western ideology didn't exist yet. But then I go through his summary report. He's like, yeah, there's a character in the game named Musa. And they let him sit in during strategy meetings. And Musa's a black man. No white man with self-respect would take his opinion with any credence. I was like, what the fuck? What are these haters? And the conversation we had after was, do you believe that, like, what percentage of that group of people genuinely have such a disdain, or they feel wronged, they feel hatred?
I think there's
versus like they pretending and they want to play up the hype. They want to play this
I
community.
think there's enough of them that are genuine that it merits for the people who are basically engagement farming. That they're like, there's enough of these people out there that I can make money off these people.
Yeah, because I was thinking it's probably because I've been in this sphere for a while now and I've interacted with people that are genuinely like this. I think the number is more accurately like 60 to 70% of them genuinely have an issue with all this stuff happening with politics and social media and whatever.
Yeah,
I wish it was 10%.
What about this? Okay. I can't afford to do it because I want to make this channel grow and I love it and I love what we're doing and all that. But at the same time, I would love to take a year off the internet. Like if I just was like, I'm going to have email and that's it. I'll have TV, I'll have my video games, but I'm not going on the internet for a year. I'm going to read. Yeah. I wonder if I would be happier when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm sure I would be. I would be.
I don't think so.
Why?
I think
I think there are certain brains that exist to grow and interact with the craziness of other people's chaos. I think yours is one of them. I think you genuinely enjoy seeing what horse shit people can pull out of their fucking ears, and for you to like react to it or learn about it. I think if you lost the chaos of the internet, you'd be like, because what would you do? Just play games for a year? Like,
well,
I would go on walkabout, or I'd go to the
love.
museum more often. I love going to the museum, or I'd read books, which I still do. I read a lot of books, but I'd like to read more books. Are you reading any books right now, Bunny? What are you reading right now? Anything?
I'm not reading anything right now, but I made this over the weekend.
That's kind of like a book. Oh, pretty, Bunny. What'd you make that out of? You painted that. Right.
I wood burned it. Yeah,
Oh,
I wood burned it and painted it.
Very crafty.
And I learned how to do that while I wasn't on the internet.
I know. I gotta get out of this internet world. What's up, Tech?
Yeah.
have you read? I think it's called The Creative Act.
I want to say it sounds familiar.
Creative.
Also,
Act.
I was feeling while we're waiting for him to find this, and I think Tech probably missed it. Bunny may have, but I saw this trailer for a movie called Video Heaven, and it's all about how video stores were portrayed, mom and pop video stores and Blockbuster and all that, portrayed in movies, and how those are kind of the last, remnants of that memory, because we don't really have video stores anymore. And I get very nostalgic when video stores come up. I think, I don't know if you guys came up with them, if you were too young for them. I mean, did you, or you went to them
every weekend?
Yeah,
every single weekend. That was our family saying we'd go get a pizza and go pick
it was so great. It was so great.
When I was a young kid, when my mom was like still kind of here and there, she would take me to Blockbuster, and I would get one game, or we could check out one movie.
And was there one that you checked out a lot? Like you checked out all the time?
Yeah, and it sucks because it was Jeepers Creepers, and I was
movie,
I was like 5, and it was because every time we would put it on Saturday, I'd get like deeper in before I had to like, all right, I can't watch it no more. So I'd get like the first time it was like it was like 20 minutes, and we must have got that movie like 7 times. Right. And by the 6th time I watched all the way through, the 7th time I watched all the way through, and I was like, I don't want it anymore. But yeah, it was like 20 minutes in. The next time, 25 minutes in. Like
Mine, I checked out a lot, and if I got in trouble during the week, my mom would be like, "You cannot check out The People Under the Stairs."
That's Wes Craven, right? That was a Wes Craven movie, I think.
That was like one of my favorite movies when I was little.
And you could check something else out, but you couldn't check that one out?
But because I would like obsessively check that. That would be my pick every time we would go. So.
And this is when you were back with your mom, your biological mom.
This was before she moved, when she was still living. So I saw her every weekend.
Okay. Oh, that's fun. That's got to be a good memory. Again, I know kids today have their own memories and things, but that's gone. So I don't know, maybe I'm just feeling nostalgia. Maybe there's not that much of a difference between feeling a little down. Like, nostalgia is not necessarily a good feeling. Like, sometimes people associate nostalgia with like, oh, it's a good thing. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know the story about Christina's Corner, Jaffe?
Is that what we're calling it now? Has she douched yet?
Yeah. Christina's Corner. This was in Pocatello, Idaho.
Oh, sure. Christina's Corner in Pocatello.
In Pocatello, yeah. There was a movie store.
What is happening?
There was so this autistic girl had been going to this movie store since she was like 5 years old, and it was just a habit of hers to go every day after school. And then when she graduated, she went every day after work. And eventually, the store closed down. I want to say in like 2014, 2012, around there. Yeah. But she kept on going to the empty building every day. And the guy who owned the convenience store next door, he felt so sad. So what he ended up doing was, when it closed, reached out to the owner. He bought all the DVDs he could. He bought the shelves, the racks, and he rearranged his convenience store to have a movie rental thing.
This is just the ending of Clerks 2.
Oh.
He had a movie rental thing. And he allowed Christina to come in and like rent out any movie she wanted, and he would like take her money, but then like store it away. He was like not charging her. And he would give it back to her mom or whatever. And he kept this going for so long. And sadly, those that don't know, the official story, his convenience store had to shut down because of profit loss this year, like February.
Well, yeah, because he kept giving his movies away.
Yeah, I mean, his convenience store wasn't doing well. But yeah.
Well, now he needs to keep going back to the convenience store until the guy next door buys it and does it for him.
I will say, I always thought this was, and I kind of got it. Kind of just reminds me of like, you know, I remember the day we shut my last video game company down, and you know, it came out of nowhere. I mean, me and the co-owner knew about it maybe 2 days before. It wasn't like we were sitting on it forever. Oh, no. But we pulled the team in on a Monday or whatever, and we just told them, and it was like, how do you tell somebody that? But you just have to, right? Oh. And it was so weird that the next day, almost 90% of them came back. It's just, that's what they knew to do. And it was like, but you know, and obviously we're like, yeah, hang out. We're great seeing you guys, but you know, this isn't a company anymore, you know? And it's just like that kind of muscle memory, you know. This is a very sad show tonight. What is? I don't want.
We're happy.
I don't want to bring it down. I don't want to bring it down. I'm just. You know, I think maybe after the stream tonight, I'm going to take a very long walk, get a little exercise, take the dog out. Maybe that's it. I haven't really exercised good in the last like week, and you got to do that. You got to do that.
To Funky Town, and tell me you don't feel happy.
I mean, there's lots of songs I'll put on to feel. It's not that. Okay.
Not like Funky Town.
All right, fair enough. Well, let's move forward then with our show. I do.
Rocker Matt says he DM'd you some goal suggestions. I don't see it. Message Rocker Matt, but DM me. I will read them. I'll look at them.
Send them to me or to Rocker Matt.
Rocker Matt says, Jaffe, speaking of nostalgia and old games, what did you think about my goal suggestions? I DM'd you with tech and your old game trailers. Send me another message, Rocker Matt. I don't have it here. I'll look.
Can I show you this video that it always comes up on my Twitter feed, and I don't know what I'm supposed to take from this. And you may not have seen it, but I finally saved it the other night, and I said I have to ask Tech and Bunny or the chat if you guys know what the fuck this is. Here's the title. It says,
speak into your mic.
Here's it says, people getting caught in 4K, a thread. Number 1, she surprised her husband at his workplace. I'm like, okay, what's happening? I have no idea what the fuck I'm looking at. What is happening in this video?
I'm hoping no gore.
No. It makes no sense. Surprise my husband on my day off. Okay.
Surprise my work husband.
Okay.
Oh.
That's his work husband on his lap.
Oh, there was a guy on his lap?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
I thought he was just
gets
sitting
up
in a chair.
No, he's sitting on his lap. Mm-hmm. His legs in between his leg. See? Look at the legs.
Yeah. Okay. They're on each other's lap. His arms are around him.
Okay, but that's...
They move.
I don't even understand, but they're not actually her husband. It's her work husband.
Yeah, but that's why it's like caught in 4K.
And he's got a gun. What would they're not married.
I think that is her husband.
Surprise my work husband on my day off.
Okay, yeah.
Just a joke.
Well, that's his work husband on his lap, so.
Oh, I see. I don't know anymore.
He's got a work husband for when she's gone.
The work polycule.
I understand.
How do you feel about polycules, Jaffe?
I have no idea what that is.
It's a polyamorous relationship where there's at least 3 partners involved. They're all romantically involved with each other.
So it's basically a threesome.
But it's a long
relationship
long
version.
Yeah, long lasting.
I don't care. I mean, I don't have a feeling one way or another. I mean, if people want to do that, it makes them happy.
Would you do that?
I don't have a desire to do that.
What if you had 2 girlfriends?
Well, of course.
2 girlfriends
that
love
would be
each
the
other.
only way it would happen. You know, I'm not like opposed to it morally. I've just never been in a situation where I can tell you I have been with 2 ladies before, and it's not all it's cracked up to be. because it's
a lot of handwork.
It is a lot of concentration to figure out. You can't lose yourself in the moment because you're like, wait, do I do this now or is it her turn? I don't know what I'm doing. It's too much. It's too much.
I agree.
You got to get you two girls that are into girls.
Obviously,
and they do most of the work.
No, they don't do most of the work. Women never do most of the work. Anyways, but like having like a threesome is like you have to. It's like watching a gauge go up, and it's like, oh fuck, I've ignored this one for too long. I gotta go.
Yeah, it's like playing Diner Dash or one of those time management games. Where you're just like,
y'all are probably like very strange in a threesome. I've never had this experience.
I've only had one, and it was just too stressful. I can't manage all that. I need a producer for my threesome.
Yeah, the woman's that's funny. The woman's perspective is like she's just there enjoying herself, but the guy feels like a duty to try to make sure everyone is satisfied. I got lucky in this situation. Now I got to make sure that everyone leaves leaving like a 5-star review or at least a 3-star review.
Okay.
Anyway,
you don't feel that way, Bunny? I know you're like
Bunny doesn't have to look. Bunny, the party starts when Bunny walks in. Bunny don't have to worry about that's somebody else's fucking job to sort of make sure everyone's happy. She just floats through the day like Mary Tyler Moore, and just everything is looking up roses for Miss Bunny. But I understand.
That's right.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
Life is perfect.
I know. I don't know, man. Okay, so look, the thumbnail says the Keemstar thing. So I was thinking about this. It's been a little over a month since we walked away. We didn't walk away. We got fired. But, I mean, we had always planned on eventually leaving. What were we going to do, be 80 years old working for Keemstar? We got fired, and it's been a month. And I don't know. I thought we'd bring it up as a topic and talk about how are you guys feeling about it? Do you have any regrets? Are you happy to be out of the LCU? On and on and on. Where are you guys at with this?
I have 0 regrets at all. It's probably in the negative. Especially all the stuff that's happened there since we left.
I'm not really
paying. We bailed at the right time.
Did we? I mean, I'm not paying. What's happening in that? Is it going badly? It seems like they're still doing fine, right?
I think it's going badly.
In what regards? Like they have less money they're making or what?
Viewership is down, donations are down. And it's not dramatic, right? But it looks like it's trending.
It's just not entertaining anymore. It's really not. And I'm not saying that just because I did watch for a while after
we left.
We left, and I would pop up in the chats and talk to people, but it got to where it was like it just wasn't good anymore. I don't know. I don't know. It was like out of nowhere, it just like stopped being good, and everybody getting fired left and right. It's not even the same people anymore. It's hard to keep up with.
Yeah. What about? Go ahead.
Yeah, my take. It felt like a fun place to be when we were there, right? I think when we're in the show is cool because we are giving the show we want to give.
I mean, our show was very different, though. Our show was not.
Yeah, ours was never like what theirs was anyway, and that's probably what made it good.
Yeah, but I in particular had like a unique experience because I was on multiple shows doing other things, right? Where I went, it was fun because I was doing what I wanted to do. But when I took a step back and I saw, like, as a viewer, am I enjoying this? And the answer is often not.
Wait, are you enjoying what? Watching it?
Watching it, right? Because I was a big fan of, like, Tess, right? And I watched Nerds a lot. But after taking a step back, I realized, this is just me personally, I don't know how the audience feels. It felt like I was doing it because of the rapport I was building with the personalities and not because the content was good.
Well, yeah, you got along like with Nightmare really well, I think.
Yeah, Nightmare. Yeah, with a lot of the entire staff from Nerds, the entire staff from Test, with Ozzy. I was big in those communities, hanging out with all the involved. But yeah, taking a step back, I was like, oh fuck. I don't know if I'd watch this outside of because I like these guys.
Right. Well, I mean, it is interesting that a lot of the faces change. I mean, it's pretty much like I saw the other night. I did click on what's the show that has Nightmare? He's on with some guy now who looks like a
fat version of Grimm.
Fat version of Grimm, and I'm like, what the fuck is this show? So I don't even know anymore. But
yeah. To me, Nerds is honestly the last of the good ones. they're the last one that I can actually watch.
Yeah.
Like every now and then I'll put it on and see what's been happening because they kind of just recap everything now.
The better rewind.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well, is Rewind still going strong? I mean, I assume they're live right now, right?
Yeah, they are
going, but I don't know about strong.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, oh yeah, Xylie's the. It was the same thing. Xylie's just the bitch, right? She's just a fucking asshole about everything. Billy antagonizes her. People are on Billy's side.
So, but you don't regret leaving either, then, Tech? Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. Yeah,
plus my stress levels are fucking crazy with that. It's just all drama.
Yeah.
I'm not like necessarily against drama. Obviously, I spend a lot of time like in the Thunderdome Discord server, but it's like particularly there, shit was fucking sometimes heinous. You know?
What about? I have no regrets as well. I mean, I'm very happy to be out of there. You know, it was nice for helping grow the channel a little bit and grow our footprint a little bit, but I don't think we ever really fit in there. So I'm glad to hear you guys don't look back with any regrets either, because it was probably I'd say it was my fault, but it was only my fault because I assumed that Keemstar was just like a normal person who would be like, oh, everybody is.
I put you there. It was my bad.
No. I'm glad we did it. I have no regrets about having done it, and I'm glad we're out of it. Yeah. I'm glad we're out of it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have found
me.
Wouldn't have found because my thing is, I had said when I very first got on Madhouse, I was like, if Madhouse ends up, getting canceled or something, I'm not going anywhere. Like I knew right off the bat I wasn't going to go anywhere else.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't want to do a tryout.
No. No, I did try out for one thing in locale like earlier. I just wanted to dress like a lawyer, and I even said that's why I did it because they were doing the tryouts for the locale court.
Oh, okay.
And I literally just wanted to dress like a lawyer and put a court behind me. And I didn't even go in like when I went in on Rewind and was like, this is my audition, but really I just wanted to dress like a lawyer. So
you can do that any day of the week, Bunny. You don't need to audition.
Yeah.
You can, objection. Just say that every now and then. Be at the grocery store and yell out objection.
It was fun. I did make Tina really, really mad. Like she came in and yelled at me, and it was hilarious. Yeah. Immediately my first appearance there, I pissed Tina off, and
that's not hard.
Tina's always called me like sweetheart and dear. She called me young man once, and I was like, oh, thank you, Tina.
I called her a crackhead, so
that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah.
What about? I haven't, had a chance to really watch Becky's stuff. How is Becky's stuff going? Is it looking like she's happy to be out of there, or does anybody watch that? Or
I hadn't watched in the last 2 episodes. I think
I watched the first one a little bit, and then I've been busy.
I gotta catch up.
That time of day is when I'm super focused trying to put this show together.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's why I haven't watched it. Yeah, it's not because I don't want to watch. I just have missed the last 2.
Right.
Yeah, she hasn't reached out back about anything. So
no, I think her redirect to us was anemic, and she's like, "What am I doing?"
No, she said the last episode that I did watch. I think she said she was planning on reaching out to you over the weekend, but maybe she got busy. But she said she did want to follow up with you. She said she just has been all over the place.
Yeah, no, I mean, but she probably. I assume she looked at it and was like, "Oh, their views are terrible. I don't want to work with those guys." I don't know. I like Becky though. I've never had a problem with her.
Yeah,
I need to start getting the bingo card on my OBS so I can check off Jaffe complains about the show quality.
I'm not complaining about the show quality. I love our show.
Do you know what was else? Another one on the bingo card that I thought was funny.
I had a guy last night on the chat go, I don't like it because Jaffe doesn't engage with the chat anymore. And I'm like, I do engage with the chat, but I don't do it as much unless it's a super chat. And here's why. I explained this was because when I listened to the show over the weekend, and I've been doing streams for 8 years now with live audiences, and I always thought my engagement with the chat was one of the things that made the stream really good. And the problem with it is that when I'm on all these other people's shows where they don't engage with the chat that much, people are always like, oh, I love listening to Jaffe talk about this, or Jaffe does a good show, or whatever. And it's basically, it's hard to listen to this show if we're constantly ping-ponging to different topics because my mind is focused on the chat. And so
Yeah,
it wasn't that I didn't want to talk to the chat. It's just that I'm like, I don't think it makes as good of a show for most people.
Yeah, we've talked about this recently, like past couple weeks, right? And I think as of this week, we started where Jaffe just is trying not to look at the chat as much. And
I don't have the chat up at all right now.
Yeah, like Enchilado says, you not engaging in the chat as much really helped with the pace of the show, right? Like, I agree. I think that Jaffe will be in the middle of a good fucking story. He'll be energized talking about something, and he's like, You can't believe that this man stuck a whole, watermelon up. Fuck you, Seppi, because you think I am a piece of shit. Fuck, I don't even understand when you're a loser. Like it was taken away from like the actual content. And I'll read stuff out. Like I think someone in the chat was saying when is Tech going to start his streams? That's Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. Love you. My computer's dying. Right? It is.
Wallace said, "Engage with me, Jaffe. I dare you."
Who said that?
Wallace.
007 Wallace.
I like Wallace. I like most of the people in our chat. I just pay me ducats. And then you know what it is? I'm not complaining about the quality of the stream. I like our stream better now. To me, it feels more conversational. And so, no, I'm quite happy with it. I don't know if the audience likes it. The stats show they do, but we'll have to see in the long run. But what else is on your bingo card then?
Oh, one of the big ones I thought it was so good is Jaffe going to start the stream going, well, and he does.
That's only when I'm in a good mood. I'm not in a good mood today. I don't feel good.
You did it today. Well, how's it going, everybody? Hey, Bunny, but he does that.
He was just excited.
I was excited.
Yeah.
What about? I know.
By the way.
Yeah.
I love you, Seppi. I'm sorry. I used you as an example. I don't hate you. Not fuck you. You're not a loser. All right, Jaffe, go ahead.
No, we love
I want to talk about like we should get rid of pit bulls, right? We should just get rid of them.
The dogs?
Because I understand that pit bulls
or the artist.
Well, first off, it's Mr. Worldwide
Maybe
to you. Let's be clear.
Yeah, that is Mr.
Dale. But let's be clear. I don't even know what that means. He just says it a lot, so
Dale.
I don't know what it is. What does that mean when he says dale?
It's dollar.
No, it isn't. It's DALE. It's a word from.
Oh, dale. We just like give it to him.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay. So, you thought it was a dollar. You're an idiot. So, okay, no, Pitbull the dog, right? I understand that there are lots of great Pitbull pets out there, and people love their pit. I'm not like, oh, fuck all the Pitbull. But it is true that if a dog is going to go out of its fucking mind and attack someone, dollars to donuts, it tends to be a pit bull, right? I mean, that's just I'm going to show you a clip right here. Now, this is selective.
They seem to do that a lot.
This is selective, but I saw this and not everybody agrees with me. I wanted to see what you guys in the chat thought, but this happened this weekend. You know what this looks like? This looks like Torrey Pines High School, actually, but I don't think this was local. But anyway, watch this.
A nice family coming out of church.
Oh, it's not.
And they're walking to their car.
There he is right there.
And little do they know,
Now, in a second, you're going to see the little girl enter the screen. Look how happy she is. She's skipping. She's super happy.
Little girl is about to be viciously attacked for no reason. And you can see the pit bull leech onto the little girl. It catches him off guard. The father picks up the pit bull, and if you look closely, you see him reach into his pocket, and he has a knife. And if he didn't have that knife, this would have been a lot worse. But he was able to stab the dog enough where it let go, and they could get their little girl to the hospital to get care for her. Be careful, these dogs are out there on the loose. Watch your children and make sure you don't have any of these dogs running loose in your neighborhood.
I mean, yeah, the dog should not be off leash, of course, but in the text it says though, why is it always pit bulls? And I don't know. I mean, I know Tech. You know something about the breed, and
I know a lot. Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So pit bulls were raised as like technically, I think the original reason for the breed was a nanny dog, right?
Okay.
And by that, it's not like to, I'm not just watching over babies, but it was to have a dog at your house, protect your kids when you're not home, right?
I think that's boxers, but it could be pits. I don't know.
Pretty sure pit
I think I
bulls.
always thought it was boxers.
Well, so I think the bull breed, right? Like I have an American bulldog, bull terrier mix, right? The bull breed is meant to be like a defensive dog. Like it's very standoffish when it comes to its territory. It's ingrained in its like behavior to be territorial. So without proper training, without proper socialization, the very natural reaction for these dogs is things are enemies if they're not friends, right? And you kind of have to train that out of your dog when you have them as like a household pet, right? Courage went through a training course to understand like when you're at home and this is a designated home, like yeah, bark at people that are like trying to break in, protect the family, identify who your family is. But in public, he's a good, friendly little happy dog. But it's just not super natural. So I'm not a fan of restricting breeds in the U.S. I think that's kind of a negative connotation. I'm more of a fan of certain breeds might require you to provide additional training for your animals, right? If you are going to get like a pit bull or a bulldog or a Cane Corso, right? I think you should have to take him to get like certified through like a training course. And some people might say like you're adding like a restriction like monetarily to those that can't afford to do so. But I would also say like if you're an animal owner, right? If you're not capable of paying, let's say like a $500 training course,
yeah, you probably
and that
shouldn't
also
have
shows
that
signs, that like you might not be able to provide for the animal.
Well,
safely.
I know there was a guy that was a dog trainer that had a Cane Corso that he had for years and years, and it attacked him while he was sleeping. And he said he would never own that breed of dog again. And he was telling people like, please be careful.
What did he think?
And he was a dog trainer.
What did he think occurred to make the dog do that?
He said he thinks maybe he moved, like maybe the dog was sleeping really close to him and him moving scared the dog. But he said that once it started, he could not get it to stop. And he said he was saying how crushed he was that it happened because he was like,
he had to put the dog down.
Yeah, he had to put it down, but also like just the fact that this was his dog that he had for years and years, and he would have never thought it would have done that, and he just I don't know. It sounded awful.
My next dog is going to be much smaller. I will always
a beagle.
I want to look into temperament. I will always have dogs. I love animals. I love dogs.
Yeah.
I adore them. But having this big dog now, never again. As much as I love this dog, it's just it's too much effort. It's too much work. It's too much possible danger. Even though he's no threat, he's big. And if he ever decided to be a threat, I'm always on guard when I'm out with him. He's double leashed. I just ordered him a muzzle today because him and Courage are going to be sharing space, and we don't know what that's going to do.
I think, but before I forget, we should get a second muzzle, or maybe I'll Amazon a second muzzle for Courage to your house. Not because I expect Courage to get violent, but like probably just have both of them in a muzzle is just better.
It's really up to you guys. I mean, I don't know your dog well enough. Look at but yeah, the point is though, the next one I might get a corgi. I want
a beagle.
Beagles are really beagles are mentally unstable.
Says who?
I know one who literally every Halloween thinks he's the goddamn Red Baron. Tech. I'm not putting up with that. Some sass from that dog.
Yeah, but I mean, your next dog's going to be.
Isn't that the worst part? Does anybody actually like that part of It's the Great Pumpkin? When Snoopy's the Red Baron and he's shot down behind feet. What the fuck is happening?
It's really so stupid.
It's like, what? What is this? This has nothing to do with anything at all. I hate that. Now, look.
Oh, it's a Peanuts movie. Okay.
Look at this dog up here. Where do you think he eyes the girl and decides, like, what occurs?
She's the smallest.
Yeah, but what occurs
people
that makes him go, that's a threat? Like, he's looking over here.
It's not threat analysis for a dog like this,
and
right?
Here it comes. Now, where was he triggered? Right there, or he almost started to run a different direction?
Yeah.
And then he changed his mind.
Bully breeds and a lot of bigger breeds do they will excitement bite, right? If they're overly excited, they will bite and they'll latch on. A part of their nature is to bite on something and hold it. So for this dog, it might have just got excited to see people. It got overly excited. It jumped on the girl because it's not trained well. And it was like, oh, I'm just gonna bite.
God, where's the dog holding her? Is it on her leg?
Am I muted?
No. Just
No.
Oh, okay.
I was sorry. I was hypnoptized by the video.
Yeah,
It's awful.
I'm trying to watch the dog because I see the dog. The last time I see the dog, it's like it jumps, it has her, and now there's the tail.
I would have beat the hell out of that dog.
They were trying. It's 3 dudes.
Yeah. That's
Anyway.
just awful.
Yeah, terrible stuff, man. Anyway,
Yeah, big dogs are scary.
yeah, absolutely. Now, you know what's even more scary? Well, there's 2 things. Now, this is fascinating for a couple of reasons. But let me just share it. It's a 1 minute. Okay, you guys can hang in there for a 1 minute video, right?
Yeah, we can hang there for a 1 minute video.
All right. This is the secret feast of the ultra rich that is hidden from you.
Oh.
This is what gives the 1% their power, my friends. Here we go.
What if I told you the wealthy aren't just hiding gold, land, or secrets? They're hiding what they eat, not in public, not in restaurants, but in places so remote, so protected, that most people wouldn't survive the journey just to witness it. What they're eating? Mermaids. Not legends, not myths. Real, breathing, sentient. They're hunted far beyond the maps we're allowed to see. Deep sea vessels equipped with experimental sonar designed to mimic the sound of the mermaid's call draw them in. Once captured, they're kept alive in isolation tanks. Cold, silent, pressurized. Not for science, for flavor. The meat is said to shimmer, still moving when plated. The prize cut, a glowing strip along the spine called the siren's veil. It's eaten raw, no seasoning. Because the moment it touches the tongue, it sings, literally. A psychic frequency only the brain can hear. Visions of the ocean, of things older than time. Some say it's beautiful, others say it's madness. And the final course? A pearl-sized organ hidden near the heart. Swallow it, and you'll hear her whisper. A voice not meant for land, a voice from the deep. Some say it's a gift, some say it's a curse. But those who've tasted it, they never sleep the same again. What if I...
There you go.
Great video, Jaffe. I also want to say thank you,
That's
Becky Boo,
fucked
for
up.
sending over your viewers. We appreciate it. Welcome to the Madhouse stream.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you, Becky. Oh, is Becky there? Bring Becky in. How's Becky?
Becky's not here.
We were just talking about Becky. Well, welcome. You guys. Good to see you again if we met you over at Madhouse. We're just talking about what the 1% eats to stay healthy, wealthy, wise, and powerful. And it turns out it's mermaids. Mermaids. Now, the only thing worse than this, there's 2 things that come to mind. The first is I can't tell you. I don't know who to believe anymore in the comments.
I would tell.
This person says,
I'll tell you.
Weird. Okay, fine.
Weird.
But my favorite one, though, is you realize this is 100% AI, right? And not one verifiable source. I'm all for awakening and diversity into conspiracy, but my goodness, who vetted this for you? No one!
not
You
vetted.
fucking idiot. I don't know. Are you... Okay, so here's the question. Are you dumber because you believe this is true? Or are you dumber because you think you've got one over on the guy by saying you should have vetted this yet first because there's no sources? I'm kind of like, I don't
What's your
know.
source? Israel? That's funny.
I mean, it's.
And my thing is, clearly, if the rich were doing anything with mermaids, if mermaids were real, they
Gold,
would have
land,
them in
or
a sex
secret?
trafficking ring.
Well, they might.
Yeah.
But that's always the wonderful
Trafficking.
conspiracy, which is you don't really get to know, so your mind can just wander, right? I mean,
Yeah.
the reality is, to some extent, there's got to be these secret rich. Like, I wonder if these rich fucks like Bezos and Musk and all that, do they sit around and laugh at us because they go, can you believe these motherfuckers actually think we control the world? We're just trying to fucking, live our best lives? Or do you think there are these societies that are really fucking, they get together and push the playing pieces of the world around?
with how fucking delusional Elon Musk is, I think it's the first thing. I think like if the man is like trying to show off, like I'm the #1 gamer in this game that I play, and it's like some dude playing on his account. If he's doing shit like that, he's not in any fucking secret society. They wouldn't accept his fucking loser
he would
band
not
camp
get in.
ass.
He would
Whichever one it
in.
is.
What's that?
Whichever one it is, they are laughing at us. That part
Oh,
is.
sure.
Oh yeah.
They're laughing at us either way.
I have an announcement.
What?
Thick Gemini, member for 1 month, says the BBU is here. Also, mermaids are real. I seen one before in Maine. Thank you, Thick Gemini.
Have you really?
Troy Branch says,
Tell us about the mermaid.
Wait, what's the BBU?
The Becky Boop
That's the
universe.
Becky Boop universe.
Oh! I thought it was
Yeah.
like big black something,
Unisex.
like a dating thing.
Unicorns.
Yeah.
Oh, big black unicorn.
Troy Branch with $5 says, Tech sent a DM, play it on stream, Pitbull related and hilarious. Troy Branch, I promise you, I did not get a DM. So I don't know
Something's
who it
going
is
on
in
because him and also
Discord.
Rocker Matt seems to think we're getting DMs and we're not getting.
I don't have.
Are
I don't
y'all
have-
checking y'all's requests?
I have a pending request from, but not from Rocker Matt. I do have one from. Oh, this is a good video.
What?
I'm gonna stream it on here, Jeffy.
What? Charlie the Unicorn?
Joey's got good video too.
Check my stream. Check my stream.
Dude,
Close
my
yours.
kids would not stop watching this when it was constant.
Close
My-
yours, Jeffy.
My kids had this on a goddamn birthday cake. They wanted,
Jeffy!
What?
We're not doing Charlie the Unicorn. Look at this
Fucking
Pitbull video.
Know anything? All right. Here. Oh my god.
Are you tuned in?
Yeah. Oh my.
Don't worry, she's friendly.
My darling, please don't do it. Please. I will never ask anything of you again. We can stop by Petco on the way back home and get you a nice plump puppy for dinner. Just please do not attack her.
Oh my god.
Oh no, a child.
Come on, honey, let's pick up.
God damn it.
Oh no! Look at her being dragged. This is great. Oh!
Oh no.
Oh!
So this is based off a real story. This lady posts on I think it's Facebook. It is with profound sadness that I announce that our sweet princess Teeny was put down today after getting into an altercation with another being. She will be remembered by all our family as a cuddler, a cute drooler, a sweet slobbler,
Okay,
and the
there's
kindest,
no
most gentlest
way
soul in
this
the
is
world.
Fucking real. There's no way this is fucking.
Oh, what the fuck?
This was based off like this post is real. This is some lady saying that her dog attacked a child. Like someone looked into this and did the research. Her pit bull attacked a child at the park and had to put it down. But she framed it as Teeny had to be put down after an altercation with another being.
Oh.
The only thing more offensive was the animation. I mean, that was fantastic.
Read the bottom. The bottom. I rest easy knowing these two little angels are still roughhousing in heaven.
Oh, the baby died?
The baby died.
Holy there's
And
no
the
way.
AI photo.
No
They
way
looked
this
into it,
is real.
Jaffe. Some like internet sleuth looked into it and like confirmed the information on like Twitter before. And then it's the AI's art is of their dog and the child in
baby.
heaven.
I told you.
Off the internet.
Also, last little update for the money. Mish, thank you for 20 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Mish. We appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much.
Woo! Cantankerous.
Very generous, Mish. Thank
Very
you, bud.
generous.
We appreciate it very, very much.
Cantankerous Game says, what about those folks who eat the birds that drown in red wine? I don't know if you're talking about drowning in red wine or you're talking about, what does it start with an
Did
F?
you see?
It's a duck liver or whatever, but the way you do it is you force feed ducks until like
it's
they
really
can't survive.
good.
And then Gamer the Dam, welcome for getting a Madhouse membership.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, man. Welcome.
Am I close to saying it?
Fargua.
Fargua. Thank you.
Fogua. Oh, shit, man.
Oh, no, he is talking about another dish. There was a dish in France that I think it's customary. They do drown it in red wine. And the way you eat it is you have to put a fucking cloth over your head to eat the bird on the plate because it's so delectable. It's like a sin against God. Like that's an actual thing. Have you heard of that, Bunny?
No.
Yeah, there's like a ceremony to eat the fucking bird.
I hate this man.
Who?
Jeff Bezos.
Oh,
He's getting married in Italy, I think this weekend, to Laura Sanchez. He's one of the richest men in the world. Not that I didn't care for Tech's story about birds, but come on. It was not.
It was a fucking super chat, Jack.
I was interested.
Oh, then it was a super chat. Then yes, of course. Continue.
It's over. If you had paid attention, you would have heard the story.
I was paying attention, but we talked about birds and let's look, Jeff Bezos. Look, Bunny, do you think you will ever get married?
Probably not.
I ask only because, well, you're going to get, you
years.
might be married, Tech. Okay. So here's the thing. I just wonder about weddings. This guy's going to have an incredibly lavish, expensive wedding. It's his second wedding. I just think weddings are kind of gross. Is that terrible to say?
No, I agree.
I don't think marriage, if you want to get married, that's wonderful. That's go with God. Do whatever you want. But the idea of a wedding just feels like a waste of money.
Exhausting.
And it's a lot
Seems
of work.
like a lot.
Well, here's a question. How do you feel about like classic or traditional like Catholic weddings?
Even more exhausting.
I mean, I've been to one. It was really long.
Yeah. I mean, like the idea of like, oh fuck, how do you say it in English? Fuck, I need some other bilingual people to help me out. Padrinos? What are padrinos?
Dale.
Dale. Bunny, what is it called? You know about Catholics, right, Bunny?
A little bit.
Molest the kids?
Stop. When you have a kid, you're supposed to have like if you die, then this person's going to take care of your kid.
A godfather, godmother.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a Catholic thing, right?
It's a law thing. I mean, you don't have to.
Is it a law?
But
You don't have to do it, and it may have started from the Catholic faith, but lots of people are godparents that aren't tied to any kind of religion.
Yeah. The chat's helping me out by saying godparents. Yeah. So godparents, right? I'm pretty sure in the Catholic faith, or at least in Mexico, when you're born, you get a godfather, and then when that kid grows up, that godfather is supposed to like help with like their wedding, pay for like the ring, and do like the whole like help with the ceremony. Do you think that's
stupid?
A little too lavish or a little too much for a wedding?
I think weddings should not be lavish at all. I think it should be the bride and the groom going to a place that's special to them. And if they want it to be a religious ceremony or just a legal ceremony, do that, and you're married. I think there's such a business surrounding it that it's such propaganda, and the money these people make off weddings, not to mention divorces and all of that, but the money they make off engagements. I mean, just think about the racket that is the wedding industry, the bridal magazines, and then you go and you register at these stores and everybody's got to buy you shit on your registry. And then there's the honeymoon industry, and then there's the actual wedding and tasting the cake, and fuck off.
And another thing that pisses me off that I've been through a lot, being a fucking bridesmaid. Because guess what? You have to buy your dress and your shoes, and it's whatever the bride wants. You know how many times I've been in a wedding where I've had to buy a $200 dress that I'm only going to wear one time because it's in an ugly fucking color?
Did you know, Jeffy? Just for the lavish cost thing.
Wait a minute. If you got married though, Bunny Button, all your bridesmaids could be clowns though.
Yeah, and guess what? I would supply everything they would need because that just seems normal to me.
I know. Oh, of course. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Come be my bridesmaid and fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, and also throw me a bachelorette party and you pay for everything also.
It's like, why?
That's another part of it.
Want to go fucking get married? Go fuck yourself. Anyway, the point is this wedding is going to be lavish, star-studded. And I hate these guys. I hate these tech bros. Yeah. And the epitome of it is that picture that Bezos took. And I'm sorry, everybody gets to live their best life. Bezos, Sanchez, in the truck. Have you seen this picture from a couple years back? I mean, it's like, dude.
Don't pay attention to these
like,
people.
Who the fuck are you kidding? Yeah, Jeff Bezos. You're a real hard man, Jeff Bezos.
That's the cover of his country album.
I mean, really, it is so dumb. I'm like,
I wish I could see this. Jeffy, can you hear me?
Yeah, why can't you? What do you mean? What happened?
My computer froze. I think my fucking CPU or GPU is fucking up.
Oh, look at the dog.
I'm gonna restart my PC. I can hear you guys, but I can't do anything.
All right, go ahead.
I'll be right back.
But like, again, the guy has a right to be happy and all this shit. I wish he would pay his employees more and pay more taxes, but whatever. But don't pretend you're some alpha macho piece. Just shut up. Shut up. I don't know why, Bob. Bunny, be my therapist for a minute. Or should I ask ChatGPT? I want to know why.
Are you jealous of his
God,
giant-lipped wife?
Oh my God, no. I mean, Meg Ryan dodged that bullet, right? She looks at this woman and says, "Thank God I don't look that bad." And again, I'm not judging her own.
But her face does look like it does move.
She has
but
some
that's like
really
she may love that.
No, she doesn't.
She might love it.
No, she doesn't. If she does,
she's probably like, well, I got Jeff Bezos.
And Bezos' original wife, if I remember correctly, is kind of cute. Jeff Bezos' first wife. I think she's kind of cute, if I'm remembering her correctly. Maybe I'm not. Yeah, she's kind of like girl next door, normal, kind of, you know.
He looks like Lex Luthor.
He totally does. And it's like, you can't fix the eye. You got all the money in the world. You can't fucking fix the eye. And it's not like Cindy Crawford's mole. Like, no, people like it. It's part of my charm. No, it's not. What's that?
Why are you bullying this billionaire about his eye?
Well, you know what? I think he fucking goddamn deserves
Just kidding.
it.
You get
I hate him. I despise him. I hate them all. I hate all these fucking billionaires.
We hate all of them.
People get mad at me because I'm one of these people that says we should not be allowed to have billionaires in this country. And I know that that's kind of a intentionally inflammatory thing to say, but at the same time, it's kind of true.
It's kind of just crazy because, like, it kind of just means you can do whatever you want because the money part doesn't actually matter anymore.
Well, and it means that you probably had to cheat. Doesn't mean anything. No one became a billionaire without being pretty unscrupulous. I think there are enough things you've had to do to make that much wealth that you should be ashamed of yourself. I really do. I really do. But I don't know. Some people aspire to that. Some people think they're going to be that. And then what?
The billionaires with the heart of gold.
Yeah. Well, then what? So you got a yacht. Who cares? You're going to fucking die and be fucking forgotten. You know, I mean, think about this. There was once a little clan of cave people. And there was a guy who was like the baddest motherfucker of those cave people. And they probably were like, dude, you are going to be remembered forever. You are the best of this species. Nobody knows who the fuck that guy is. Nobody. And that was only, what, 150,000 years ago? It ain't like, I don't know. I don't like Jeff Bezos, and I hope he burns in hell.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just mad. Okay, I have a political story. I have a UFO story. What else do we have? What do you got, Bunny?
I got
something.
something.
What you got? Go ahead.
I
Bunny.
do.
Go. Let's do it.
It is kind of a celebrity blind item, but it is kind of funny the way I stumbled upon it. I was looking up celebrity blind items today.
I don't know what a blind item is.
That's like just a rumor about celebrities, but people will come and like corroborate the person's story. So, like the one about who was it fucking a fish in the bathroom? Which celebrity was it? It was like Tom Cruise or somebody. They said that it was some celebrity. I'm just gonna say
Tom Cruise.
Celebrity.
It
might not have been Tom Cruise. Does anybody know what I'm talking about, or am I just a crazy person?
Now, I've talked about a woman once with a very small vagina, and I got into a little bit of trouble. But a fish's vagina, do fishes even have vaginas?
So this is the thing. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, I think it was Tom Cruise because okay, I'm just gonna say Tom Cruise but I don't know. So this is all just hypothetical anyway. Okay. So apparently he would go into the grocery store and he would get a fish, and then they said they would watch him take that fish into the bathroom, and then he would come out without a fish, and then they would go in there and they would find the fish in the trash can like it had been fucked somehow. Okay. And then in the comment section is a bunch of people being like, I work at a grocery store very close to where you are, and he has done that here too. And they give a bunch of details. And it's just funny.
Wait, stop. Stop.
Okay.
Tom Cruise walks into a grocery store. I understand that he sends an assistant out to a grocery store and says, you go get me a dead fish. And he
wants to fuck it fresh.
Okay, but it's dead, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just wants it like fresh off the ice block. I don't know.
Right, but it's dead.
He's
not fucking alive.
Yeah, no, it's dead.
So I understand the assistant, but you're saying that this lady says Tom Cruise walks in to the Kroger or the Ralph's or the Piggly Wiggly or the whatever and picks a trout, has it wrapped up, he buys it, he takes it into the bathroom. And they know it's Tom Cruise, and they know
They say they do.
Come on
and
now.
So he's really rude about it, and it's so funny. I know they're I'm going to say probably not true because you know what?
They're probably
it
not.
Could be.
It could be true.
It could be. There's no evidence either way.
No, the assistant when I buy.
Okay.
But
let me tell you this one.
Give me the new one. Yeah.
This one, and this made me laugh so hard because of the series of events. So. Find one that's talking about Ric Flair.
Oh,
it says Ric Flair
everywhere.
Shits himself in restaurants and bars.
Yes, I heard this.
And then today on Twitter, while I was scrolling Twitter, Ric Flair posted himself at a bar.
You and I have the same fucking feed.
I quote tweeted it with the thing.
Oh, maybe that's why I found it. Let me go see.
Hello.
Yeah, I quote tweeted it with it, and I was like, do it, Rick.
That's where I saw it, right? Because I was like, what is Bunny looking at? Bunny Button or Bunny be clowning? You're shadow banned or something.
Yeah,
it's so hard to find you on Twitter. Yeah, I don't even find you.
Twitter don't like me. It's because all the Molly Ringwald I've posted. My time on Twitter.
Bunny. Hear me? What's his name? Ric Flair.
Am I here?
Yeah, Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, thanks.
I thought about ignoring you.
I did too. I thought about doing it like in grammar school where it's like, let's pretend Jay's dead. When he comes back from the lunch, let's pretend he died. Remember Jay? He died. Oh, yeah. Guys, I'm right here.
I was here.
I was here the whole time. But what is the story with Ric Flair that he would go... He
goes and gets drunk, and you got to think at his age, if he does go out and drink, which there's evidence that he does because he posted a picture of him at a bar, he's probably shitting himself.
Well, I'm trying to find what you posted because he looks like, I don't know how old he is, but if you do look at him, does Rick? Yeah, here's what Bunny posted. This is great. You're such a child.
It's crazy though.
Does Ric Flair keep coming to your restaurant and shitting himself? And then Bunny says, "Do it, Rick." I mean,
because what are the odds that he's like, I'm at a bar right now? And I just read that.
But what's weird is, like, somebody took this girl and said,
he might have already done it.
Yeah, where did it go? It said, it's like she's trying to avoid
the smell.
See, it's such a it must. This one makes me think it must be real because most of the blind items, they kind of like I don't really hear anybody talk about them. I just read these crazy things about Tom Cruise fucking a dead fish, and nobody else talks about it. But this one, it seems like everybody's like, yeah, he does.
Let me ask you this:
his pants
forget that he shits his pants for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you know wrestling, so you know Ric Flair, but it's kind of like,
nature
can you imagine when anything comes out, he's like, woo! It comes right out. But okay, so as a woman, when you're this age, what age is realistic, short of somebody who's got some very interesting quirks, that they would go, not because he's a celebrity, not because he's rich, but I genuinely want to fuck that guy. Like, where does that, is it like, if he's 75, is it like 60 and up might be a genuine love connection or chemistry? Because you can't tell me this woman, or not to say that he's saying he's fucking him, But he looks pretty comfortable.
He's fucking them, Jaffy.
You think he's fucking these ladies?
Oh, he's fucking all of them at the same time. Even those guys, probably.
You think so?
Yeah, Ric Flair's just fucking everybody and shitting himself all over Tampa.
Jaffy, what did I miss in the last 3-4 minutes?
Well, this old man walked into a bar.
Well, what I mean is, Cantankerous for $10 says, I miss all the gaming stuff. I loved the chat interaction. I wish you folks all the best, but I don't really see the value of Cult. I wish you nothing but success.
Gotcha.
Cantankerous, are you leaving?
Well, he's leaving Cult of Calypso.
Oh,
I mean, you did get a private meeting with Shuhei Yoshida last month with Lunch with Jaffe. Cult Calypso and up. You'll get another.
We're trying to get Todd Howard soon.
No, we're not getting Todd Howard.
I'm gonna try.
Fine.
Hey, try to get that guy you don't like.
Which one?
Stick Solid?
Sam. No, Sam. Was his name Sam?
Sid Meier? The loser? The pencil neck?
No. But I will say, Cantankerous, I get it. If you're not seeing value in that tier, I don't think you're wrong necessarily. It's something Tech and I need to work on. And maybe we'll get you back there. But hopefully we'll see you back on the shows, or hopefully you'll still be a member or part of our community. You just won't be at that tier. We'd still love to have you, buddy. It's always great to talk to you. But I get I get the chat interaction thing, but it just, the show can't go on that way. It's just not a real show at that point. It may as well just be called a fancy meet and greet. And we actually are trying to make a show that is genuinely compelling for people.
For Cantankerous in particular, and anyone that really cares about the gaming stuff, me and Jeffy have decided on trying out the format of doing gaming stuff a lot in the morning. Right? It's going to be a lot of demos.
We did it this morning. We did demos and discussed games for about 2.5 hours.
And I'm pulling as many conversations in the chat that we can to have Jeffy react to while he games on the stream. So if you still want gaming, just tune in the morning. That's 10:30 PST, also known as 1:30 p.m. EST.
I played a great fucking demo today. That glowy eyes or whatever. That left an impression on me.
Oh, Jeffy, let me move you out of the Discord and bring you back because your mic is coming out again. You have to set up your OBS again, okay?
Yeah.
What a forward young man
I can tell my Ritalin's leaving my body now because all my tics.
Oh no!
What?
No.
Energy with $2 says I tried bringing up the Tommy C thing, but you guys were high.
Tommy C? Who's
What
that?
Tommy C? Oh, the recent drama that's been going on.
I don't know who Tommy
with
C
him
is.
and Chud.
I don't know any of these people. Educate me, please.
Tommy C's yeah.
Who these people?
Yeah, there's been something going on with Tommy C and Chud. They're in commentary.
Commentary? Is this back on YouTube? You guys can see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not black anymore. What's commentary? What do you mean?
Like, yeah, the commentary.
What?
On YouTube.
What are they comment about?
Everything.
Each other.
Well, usually it's each other. Yeah, it's just like recycling content, drama between other people on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what about them? What happened?
I don't. I've been out of the loop with a lot of commentary stuff lately. I come from the commentary community.
Right. So
yeah, where everybody's insane.
Well, at least they own it, acknowledge it.
Yeah.
What do we want next? Do we want to talk about a UFO conundrum, or do we want to talk about a political conundrum? You guys tell me. Maybe the chat would like to choose our next topic.
Chat, let us know what you want to hear.
Oh, we should do a whole episode where we have where it's like a pick your own adventure. Where if we could do this or we could do this and let them decide throughout everything.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Have two vastly different topics.
UFO stuff, Jeff. Jeffy, where are you?
I'm staring at Bunny disappointingly.
Why?
Okay. I'm just fucking around.
What did I do?
You didn't do nothing, Bunny B. Nothing, baby.
What
You're fine. I'm just teasing you, baby. I'm flirting with you, honey. I'm flirting with you. That's all. Go on back to the stage.
I don't like that very much.
Get yourself a drink, Bunny Button. We'll get you on stage in a few minutes to sing your torch songs. It's going to be great. What now? Check what's happening. No, Bunny. You're terrible at that because no woman has ever. When you act all hurt and stuff, even though I know it's an act, it totally decimates me. I've never had a woman be able to pull that off. Maybe it's a Southern thing. I don't know.
Well, wait till you really, really disappoint me one day.
Oh,
Jackie.
shut up, Bunny. I know I'm onto your wily ways now. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
By the way, two things. Speaking about disappointment, we didn't get to the statistics, but during sex, 27% of men often think about maintaining the pleasure of their partner during sex, and for women, 16%.
Good.
Yeah, men are almost double as likely to be concerned about, is my partner having a good time? Also, Mish with $10 says he wants a UFO story. Yeah.
The men are just trying not to come too fast. That's what it is.
I hate.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're just, they're like, let me focus on her a lot so that I don't come
Or
2 minutes.
Things like, it's not baseball for me, but it is kind of like, now what was Peter Parker's last job
Comics,
he had?
though.
I mean, it's got, and you've got to be able to do that or you're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked.
I don't have that. No, I'm.
Oh my god.
Maybe I don't talk about it here now live.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I don't want to know what you think.
And a Jew with $2 says Tom Cruise and the fish. God damn it!
Would you?
LOL.
Well, again, I mean, if Tom Cruise if Tom Cruise wants to fuck a dead fish, they think you can't get consent even when it's alive, so it's no bueno. If animals could get consent, sure.
I love reading celebrity blind items, and I think I'm going to start bringing one every night.
Well, I didn't even know they were called blind items. Like, you can actually type in celebrity blind items.
Yeah, there's lots of YouTubers that do videos on them, too. I love watching those, too. This is my jam, because it's like, they're always the most outrageous things, but then somehow you're like, I could see it, though. Like Tom Cruise, they picked the perfect celebrity. I could see it.
So, Crazy Days and Nights, I guess. Is this a popular site? It says, all the press statements about the streaming feat pulled off by former Disney actress all take subtle shots at the A-list singer for chart manipulation. Olivia Rodrigo and Taylor Swift. Okay.
I'm looking at that right now.
This pint-sized actor wore his extra big lifts for a recent premiere. Well, that's Tom Cruise or Tom Holland. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, a lot of them won't say who it is, and then the people in the comments will be like, "It's this person because they did this at my establishment too."
I am so in. My mom. Oh, if she was still alive, this would have been the greatest fucking day of her life to discover blind celebrity stories. She would have been like, because she would always send my dad out to the grocery store, and my mama, what a sweet lady, crazy as shit, and she'd call them books.
People magazine.
Well, she'd call them books, so she'd go, Ralph, that was his name. Well, you go down to the Western supermarket. You go down to the Western and get me my books. It's like, Mama,
I love that.
Those are not books, okay? They're magazines and they're pamphlets. They're stapled together. They are not books, but she would call them books.
It's a book.
And her happiest thing as an older woman would be to lie in her bed by herself when all the kids were doing their thing and Ralph was doing his thing, my dad, and just read her fucking books. And she thought she knew these people. She's like, did you hear that Jennifer Lopez does not love Ben Affleck? She doesn't. And we would laugh at her and she'd be like, I have my sources. You don't have shit. People Magazine is not a source. People Magazine is not a source. But yeah, she loved it.
That's great.
But yeah, this is great. Please bring good blind items. I want to, I want to know the ones that really would shock us and make us sad. Like, I would not be surprised if Tom Cruise fucked fish.
You want it to be Sad House so bad, even when I try to bring something happy like Tom Cruise fucking fish.
I love that. I'm just saying that it's the ones though that would surprise. I wouldn't be surprised if he did it. But if somebody said like, Tom Hanks likes to, I don't know, do awful things to people. Although, Tom Hanks ain't what he used to be. But Tom Hanks totally lost me the night Ricky Gervais.
When he jumped on the couch.
Huh? Oh. What?
I was going to say, when he jumped on Oprah's couch.
That's Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about Tom Cruise, were we not?
Tom Hanks.
Ricky Gervais.
Tom Hanks. Thought you said Tom Cruise.
No, I was at first. I jump around.
Okay.
But the point is, he totally lost me when Gervais was doing his just decimation of the Hollywood community at the Golden Globes. You've seen that, I'm sure. It's very famous clips.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And it cut to the audience, and Tom Cruise was just like, Tom Hanks was just like, oh, that's so offensive. I'm like, shut up, Tom Hanks. Shut up, you fucking privileged fuck. What? You can't handle a little bit of somebody finally clapping back at you guys, you elite snob fuckers? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So somebody wanted a UFO thing. Here's a question. There's been a lot of UFO news. I don't really like to cover UFO news as much as I used to because who knows what's real? It's all bullshit or it's all real, and we're not going to know for a long time, maybe ever. But here's what I'm curious about. It's a thought experiment. Okay, Tech, are you listening? You awake?
Listening.
If definitive proof of UFOs was discovered, should the government reveal it, knowing it might cause mass panic or disrupt social structures, or should the government keep it secret to maintain stability? What do you think?
First bunny.
I understand keeping it secret to maintain stability. I kind of feel like that's the smart route in ways. I don't know.
What do you think would occur? How would the world become unstable if we learned that there were aliens that, had visited us from time to time for the last 5,000 years? Okay.
I think that I don't know. I feel like just the way people react to things, it might. I don't know. I wouldn't trust whatever anybody says anyway, and I feel like they've already pushed it to that point. So at this point, it's over.
Assuming it was a trustworthy thing, and they could reveal footage and go, look, we've been worried about how it would affect the world, but we've been convinced, or whatever, or this president decided he wants people to have the truth. This is what we know, right? Like, how would it destabilize things?
I feel like when people are scared, they panic and they do things erratic, and maybe
like when we had what was the fucking the Strait of whatever, the one that's by Egypt and Israel, like right there, the ship that blocked the fucking passageway. I'm fucking blanking on the name. Hormuz is the other one. It's the other one.
Gibraltar?
No, Gibraltar is Spain and
the Strait of Freddie Mercury. I don't know.
Whatever. Anyways, that thing, right? When people heard like, oh, that shit's blocked and it's taking days to remove the tanker that's there, people were filling up the fucking beds of their truck with gasoline because they were like panicking there was going to be a gas shortage, that they were not going to be able to get gas. And if just that causes people to do such dangerous shit, like, I'm going to drive back home with a bed full of gasoline on the public road. Imagine what, like, aliens are in the sky. They can go anywhere. There are no fucking fences or borders in near the clouds. Right? Your backyard can be a landing spot. My backyard can be a landing spot. Fucking lose their shit.
But isn't the very evidence that if they knew about aliens and they hadn't lost their shit, wouldn't that evidence
I'm thinking a lot of really religious people, because I was just thinking, how would my Aunt Doshi react to this if she were still alive? And she was like crazy religious. Like every time it thunderstormed, she thought the devil was on top of her trailer and she'd pray. Like she would have probably.
She didn't.
No, she did.
She
that was like
could not tell the difference between a thunderstorm and the devil being on top of her trailer.
Oh, she just thought like, and she would say, "Shh, you hear that? You hear the footsteps?" And she'd start praying. A little nanners, but when she was younger, she used to be a magician's assistant. But anyway.
Wow, I got a video for you, Jaffe.
I bet she would have freaked out. I feel like she might have taken her own life out of just fear.
Do you think
like she was?
I mean, that's a lot of power for one crazy person or group of crazy people to have.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like there's a lot of.
I mean, even if you're religious, why would the Jesus story not fit with aliens? Why could you? Let's say the universe is populated. Everything. Why couldn't Jesus have gone to all these planets and been there? Jesus, right? Hell, if you're a Christian, you're like, shit, more places to go send missionaries.
I feel like My aunt, though, she would have said, that's not in the Bible. It would have just been that. You can't say nothing else. That's not in the Bible.
Yeah.
Jeffy, I got a video for you.
All right. Let's click it.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Trying to get it. All right, ready? Okay, go.
Here we go.
I mean, it's
These are strange circular objects detected by the Japanese observatory this week. Unexplained phenomena going across their screen.
Okay. I mean that.
What could it be, Jaffe? I think.
Well, where is this, like a telescope on Earth, or where, or is this on the
On
space
Earth.
station, or?
This is recording, I think, into. This is the Hiratsuka Observatory in Japan. I think it's observing the sun or something.
Okay.
But yeah.
I mean, it's probably some logical explanation for it, but unless they really are saying they don't know, what do you think? I mean, there's a lot. The thing is, there's all, even this thing right here, the Pentagon confirms disc UAP. And then I heard somebody else saying, no, this has been debunked. I don't fucking know. And then you've got the Wall Street Journal report that comes out and says, oh, there's this intentional disinformation. And the mission accomplished, deep state or whoever. You've made it so batshit, and you've made it so intentionally impossible to know who to trust that you just disengage, which is probably, if there is some kind of psyop going on or disinformation campaign going on, it's exactly what they want. But I mean, it's like that guy who got mad at us and said, well, these guys don't have, these guys don't have the credentials to talk about this. Okay, idiot. Who does? All of these people, including Bob Lazar, have people that say he's full of shit. Just because you can name the names and tell the stories and cite the lore that may or may not be true doesn't mean that you have the skinny. The only real knowledge that you can take from any of this is agnosticism. You don't know, and you're not going to know for a very long time unless there are aliens and they do choose to present themselves to us, or the government chooses to do this full disclosure. Short of that, everybody's just as stupid as everybody else. And everybody's just as much of a layman as everybody else. So,
but they are in the ocean.
By the way,
but that pissed me off when that guy said that, because it's such it's such a lack of understanding about both the challenge and the fascination when you discuss things that are supernatural or out or fringe or whatever. If you're not keeping that open mind, you're almost as bad as the people that are nothing but skeptics. It's like, dude, you don't fucking know. I'd love to believe Bob Lazar. I would love to believe Bob Lazar. But, we'll wait and see.
Yeah. You know what the chat's doing right now, Jeffy?
Masturbating furiously while looking at pictures.
They're trying to They're trying to who the fuck? They're trying to decipher
Dominican Republic baseball player, Sam Sosa.
Yeah. They're trying to decipher who and why does Tracy have people blocked on here.
I'm so glad our conversation is scintillating enough that they're paying attention to it.
She blocked Nemo and Anna G.
I don't know why. Who knows? I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, what's going on, Tracy?
She's a tumbleweed, and she just blows wherever the wind takes her. And sometimes that place might be the block button.
She blows whoever the guy that takes her. Okay?
And listen, the block button. I'm getting close to blocking some people on my Twitter that I'm just like, I really don't want to. I'll probably just mute them, but.
Yeah, just me. Oh my God, I don't block anybody, but I mute everybody.
I mean, this one woman.
I don't like blocking people.
This one woman is just like, dude, what are you doing? She tagged me again on this guy, buddy of mine, tweets out this video game story, and she just lays into him, and I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? You look like an idiot. And I'm worried about her because
Gina?
Yes, she looks like a fucking idiot. And she, the thing is that the reason it bothers me is she's not. She's smart.
She's being fueled by Anthony.
Maybe she's smart. Yeah. She's an educated woman. She has experience working in business. She knows the ups and downs of things. She's not a moron. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? The fuck are you doing? It's very disturbing. I've seen 2 people. Now, I don't think she's gone off the deep end like this other guy, but Sarah had a friend whose dad I watched in real time lose his fucking mind. He started just being kind of like one of these suburban dads like the rest of us. And by the end of it, he was calling me from San Francisco going, I have a trailer. I stole it. Can I come park it in front of your house and you say that I live with you? And I'm like, no. And he wanted to start his own government run by kids. And one day he came over to our house to pick up his daughter, and all the kids were upstairs in my office. And so he went up there and had a meeting with them about the kid government that he's going to basically run for. I mean, I'm just like, dude, and I never was like, you're losing your fucking mind, but you saw it. You saw his mental, and I felt bad for the daughter, of course, but I don't know. You know, what are you going to fucking do with something like that, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sad house.
You know, it's okay. Well, I'm certainly...
I just love when you get all flustered.
I'm certainly not going to bring up this story then. No way. Maybe I'll just put on... No, maybe I'll just put on some more Will Smith music. I like pretty girls. I like pretty...
Such
Great,
a bad
Will.
song.
How the fuck long did it take you to write that piece of shit?
Hey, speaking from the heart. Maybe he just likes pretty girls, Jar.
I'm pretty sure he likes big fucking fish dick in his mouth is what he likes.
Hey, allegedly.
Which is fine.
Nina.
Nothing wrong with that, but it's like, dude, here's the deal. He is a good actor. I have seen him in genuinely good movies. He is a good actor who his bullshit life in terms of the image he portrayed, that is decimated. Jada Smith...
Because he turned down the role in The Matrix. That's what
Jada Smith made sure of that, right? He is no longer ever going to be viewed as Big Willie style. It's not happening for you. But what you could do is go, you know what I'm good at? I'm really good at acting. Okay? And maybe he's even really good at rapping, and it's like rap about some shit that's happening to you. But you like pretty girls that are fucking other people, like your son's friends. He's
just trying to have another summertime.
He's never going to dig himself out of the hole. The best he can do is acknowledge the hole and own it and move on. And I'm bothered by this. God damn it, Bunny.
Do you know who speaks from the heart? You know who speaks from the heart, though, guys? Nina with $5. Good show, guys. And Bunny, I love the idea of a blind story a day. Heart emoji.
A day? I want nothing but blind stories now. I think it's the greatest thing ever.
Kazakro with £5 sterling sends the little sticker of the peach guy doing a little hump on his side.
Thank you, buddy.
How's it going?
Thank you, buddy.
Hello, kitty.
Listen now, what about blind internet stories? Like I want some dirt on Keemstar and Boogie and those guys over there. I want some
you don't even need to make stuff up about it.
I want some Phil DeFranco shit. Yeah. What internet celebrity would you have to hear about and go, whoa, that guy, like Jack's Films would creep me the fuck out if that guy ended up being a perv. Because he seems like such a normal guy.
Fish fucker.
A fish fucker, right? Who would you have to
It would surprise me if Justin Wang ended up being a fish fucker.
What is I don't know who that is. Who is that?
He does commentary. He's very normal. He does a lot of like deep dives on stuff too. Or covering weird stuff from the internet. Just weird stories.
Do you ever watch any of these long video essays? Like I don't have the patience to sit there and watch like a 2-hour breakdown of the color palette metaphors in Silent Hill 2.
Daughter loves those.
People make them and people watch them.
Watching.
That really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind watching if it's compelling, but usually it's boring.
Jeffy, for internet drama. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, I was just gonna say I get like crazy focused on certain topics to where I can watch a 5-hour video.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I've done it.
Jeffy, are you aware of the recent H3H3 drama happening right now?
I guess that guy sued some people for copyright, and it's these 3 women, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
Really care. I don't.
He was trying to set up Hassan, but in the process,
Jeffy was like, "Oh, I want to have internet drama blind box stories," and then I give one. I don't fucking care.
No.
Why
No.
you fucking
Wait a
bring that
minute.
shit to me?
No. I'm not saying I don't care. I'm saying that
The words you used was I don't care.
Well, I'm assuming you've got something else. Surely you didn't come to me with that as your story, Peter.
I didn't say the story. I said, do you know about it? I didn't even get to say the story. You gave the story.
Yeah, but that's not what has it gone anywhere? I mean, I always thought that H3 guy and his wife, why do they all have to get into drama? When I first heard about them,
because that's what makes money.
But when I first heard about them, they weren't doing that. They were just doing interviews with people that I thought were kind of interesting that the kids would have on. And now suddenly this Hassan Piker guy, who I guess is a commentator about politics. And
yeah, they had a show together, and then there was a lot of drama there, and there was a falling out, and now they got beef, and they were doing content nukes on each other, and
content
nukes?
It's
the whole thing.
Okay, let me show you. Let me show you what I like to watch.
You gotta. Oh, you know what we should do?
Yeah.
We should watch H3's content nuke on Keem.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
but hang on a second. I gotta. Let's see. What is this called?
Ritalin.
It's my Ritalin's wearing out. My tick's getting bad. This is what I watch. There's this guy, who, what's it called? It's a cabin.
You're almost there.
Nemo said, and then Jaffe can get sued.
What?
Well, if we watch
we would do it fair use style where you
why
pause.
Would he sue us? I just want to look at
minute.
it. Why can't I look at his shit, man?
You can. He fought for your right to do that.
It has to be transformative, right? You have to talk about
it has to be transformative. Yeah, you have to pause and actually give your input and do commentary on it. You can't walk away from your fucking chair for an hour. Like Hassan.
Anyway, it's this guy who's got a little cabin in the back of his house in Canada, and he just goes out there in winter storms and he makes biscuits. That's what I watch on YouTube, and it makes me feel so peaceful. And I'm like, but
do you like watching the videos of people building stuff out in the woods,
sometimes
just with
underground
sticks?
bunkers and
or hot tubs, little underground saunas.
Yeah, it got ruined for me when those videos were proven oh yeah, they pause and use construction equipment. They're not just doing it with hand
what
tools.
the fuck? Then why'd you just do that to me?
Well, get fucking ruined, buddy. Welcome to Happy House.
What the fuck?
You're talking about the two Indian guys that are we're gonna dig
There he is. He's just
during the height of the storm.
He's just in his little cabin. He's got his little radio. And
love it.
He's got his Kindle to read his book, and he stays out there at night. And then look at him listen to the sound. Listen to the ASMR of making the biscuits.
Going along with the rustic cabin idea. They are actually silver, not sterling. They're silver plate or whatever.
Listen to this guy.
But it's something that I picked up at a
start stirring them, old man.
Many years ago. And I like it out here because it has 3 candles in it, and that gives me plenty of light.
How can you focus on this?
Itself. In the description,
I can scrub through
I will put the recipe. Cut it in. I'm sure I'll eventually end up doing it with my water.
Right? Isn't that peaceful?
Well, these are supposed to bake for 10 minutes in a little pan. It was not working too well.
I finished. Now
I want a tiny house. I want to buy a tiny house. I like little tiny things. I like pretty tiny houses.
It would probably be really good for you because when you live in a tiny space, it's a lot easier to keep tidy and clean.
Oh, I know. It's easier.
Love it.
Oh, and I love it. Anyway, but let's look at okay, so what did Hassan or H3 say about Keemstar? Does he not like him?
A lot. Well, they didn't for a while. I think they're kind of cool now. He pulls up locale stuff on their podcast all the time. And
you think Keemstar's a happy man? Okay, Keemstar, Hassan Piker, Ethan, right, on H3, Joe Rogan. Out of those 4, which is the likeliest to end up saying, I'm going to delete my Minecraft server? I know.
What were the options again? You said
Keemstar, Hassan, H3H3 Ethan, Joe Rogan. Do a poll in the chat.
It would be Hassan. He's way too vain. He'd miss looking at himself in the mirror.
Okay.
So take him off.
I'm
tempted to say Ethan because a big part is because I know he said he's struggled with depression a lot. Keem is the type of person who says that he doesn't like believe in depression and just stop being sad. So I think he would probably not admit that he won't. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He has said that.
Oh yeah. He says like you can take a sip of beer and that'll cure your depression and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, he's going to be the one that jumps.
But see, I'm thinking he would want to admit it, and he would just continue living a miserable life. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe it'd make it look like an accident.
Some people.
So you said Keemstar, Ethan, Joe Rogan. Who else?
Hassan.
All right, polls in the chat.
I have to get a drink. I'll be right back. I have to refresh my spritzer. I don't even know what that means.
Ooh. Yeah, this is an interesting question. I feel like you kind of need to dissect all of them and think about like what kind of person each of them are. Joe Rogan seems like a happy guy. Honestly, Joe Rogan says he's happy. I think he should be the one.
Do it.
I don't think Joe Rogan would. I think he's a happy guy. Hassan, I don't think he would.
So far, it's Ethan Klein, which might be real.
Yeah, I think I'm still leaning towards Ethan. Yeah.
What's the chat say?
Klein.
I think a lot of people just want Joe Rogan to do it or something. I think he seems the happiest out of all of them.
Rogan? I don't think Rogan's gonna. Yeah,
yeah, he's just a happy guy. He's enjoying life.
Wiley with the use of an old meme saying, I couldn't see any of them and heroing. You know the meme and hero? Funny?
I don't think so.
No, these are old school memes. These are like troll face era memes.
Oh, wow.
And hero, just an image of a gun, but like the bullet section is turned backwards. So if you pull the trigger, it just shoots you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I knew it was called that.
All that has to happen for Joe Rogan to accidentally double dose on his gear, make a mistake, panic, and do something stupid. No.
Maybe Jamie will kill him.
You think people that overestimate their ability to engage in like fights die sooner because they'll just come up upon someone who just has a gun?
Probably.
I
guess
so.
What percentage of Americans have decided they want to take a break from sex?
Oh, that's got to be high.
This percentage of Americans want a break from sexual activity, and half have already taken extended breaks, averaging 6 months.
25%.
Funny.
Let's say 28%.
Okay, price is right.
$1.
I didn't have a real answer, so
24.
I thought you said 27.
24%. The findings suggest values around love and relationships. Nearly a third of respondents say they believe romance is dead, expressing concern that genuine love and romantic gestures have lost their place in modern life. Slowing down and taking a break from sex can be healthy and beneficial, says some person who I don't really know. The survey found growing comfort with being single. Amongst those not in a relationship, 69% said they are content being single. Only 21% are seeking a partner. Yeah, it's horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
Don't say that. You're dating my daughter, idiot.
Not me. I'm chilling. But you guys are sad.
I'm not sad. You can. It's like being single is like being at a buffet. You get what you need when you need it, when you want it. Being in a relationship is putting all of this expectation on one person. It's like calling a cop to deal with like psychological trauma. It's like, that's not what they do, right? You've got to break, enough.
Still
enough.
sad. Anyways,
You gotta learn to be happy on your own.
Yeah, masturbation. Hunter with $5 says, "What a total snooze fest this show is."
Yeah.
Here's $5.
Thanks, buddy.
Hunter,
Can you imagine if we were more boring? We'd get $10. Let's just sit here and stare at them for a while.
Just all stare at the screen.
Don't call it a snooze fest unless you can be specific as to why, because then I'm going to ruminate all night about look. Here we go. No bingo. I'm not going to let Tech have his bingo card moment.
You've upset Grandpa.
Yeah, why would you do that to him?
You know what? Fuck you, Hunter. You know what? It's not. Fuck you, Hunter. Okay? This is a very hard show to do because here's the thing. And you're like, I know, Jaff, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about your difficulties, Jaffy. You fuck off, Hunter. You fuck. Here's the thing. What you can't do, because I tried this on this show, man. I tried.
Look what you done did. You're killing him.
Yeah, and I think, seriously, if we just get rid of the vaccines. I tried to show up with news stories, and that doesn't work. Nobody wants to hear. That's what I've learned in my journeys as an internet fella. Nobody wants to hear, hey, did you guys hear? There's a story coming out of Nebraska about a man who saw a billy goat, but when he got close to the billy goat, the face morphed into that of his dead wife. It gets weirder. It gets weirder. The only reason that story works is if you are looking for that story. Live streams, boys and ladies, don't work that way. You got to just talk to people, and you got to go, Hunter, if that is your name, you idiot, where the conversation takes you. Hunter.
Hunter said for $4.99, yes, Jaffy, Snowball, Sparrow, spin further into the abyss.
He's rage baiting you, Jaffy.
No, Hunter, you idiot. What's the matter? You had $5. Are you so poor that now it's only $4.99? Must suck to be you, Hunter.
Hunter.
He's in trouble. No lady's going to be with him.
I'm going to tell Ricky Lake.
Do you realize the first TV show I sold was a show that was a teenage talk show. And it was, no one had ever thought of this before. And so it was like, I sold it to Warner Brothers or New Line. And it was like, it's going to be hosted by these two teenagers, and it's going to be about all things teenagers are into. And I was like 21 or 20, so I was still of that era. And then they bought it, and they actually were taking it to Oprah. We thought we were going to fucking move to Chicago and make this fucking thing with Oprah. We didn't know anything. We believed everything those executives told us. And then 2 months later, Ricky Lake's on the scene. It's like, it's a talk show for young people. I'm like, shut up, that fucking bitch. But,
I love Ricky Lake. Don't you be mean?
And then I sold a show called Manhunt to Universal Studios, and that would have been an awesome show. We got to, it was like American Gladiators meets WWE meets like a role-playing game, and it was all at the back lot of Universal Studios, and every episode was a different time period. So the pilot was going to be like World War II, Nazi Germany, and you were trying to steal these plans and stuff. So it was a game show, but you had to role play in the game show. And you had all the gladiators in WWE were always playing the characters. So that was the constant.
Yeah.
But you would bring on 5 to 8 people who were just normies that had to basically, it was like a LARPing thing before LARPing.
Yeah.
And the funnest thing was they gave us free reign of the back lot. Me, my brother, and my friends. We just walked all over the back lot and got to go wherever we wanted, where the trams went.
Oh, cool.
It was so fucking fun. But I didn't know enough to know that just because your show gets bought doesn't mean it's going to get made. But still, that was fun.
I got an idea for a show.
What's that? How about we bring it here to the this network?
Well, when you hear it, you're gonna be like, maybe not.
Okay.
But I think it's genius.
What you got,
you know,
champion?
scare tactics.
Yeah.
Scare tactics where they get people and they put them in these really scary scenarios and like scare the shit out of them. And it's
do
like,
they know
my
that
friend
they're-
set me up. No, it's like somebody
prank.
sets them up. Yeah.
Okay.
But they scare them. It's like horror movie level, you know, like girl coming out of the TV kind of shit. But
Hosted by
okay,
Tracy
and
Morgan.
you know, To Catch a Predator,
Yeah.
combine the two.
How?
Lure the predator to the location thinking that they're going to meet a child, and then you just scare the living tits out of them, and then when they run out the cops are there, and then they're going to be so scared they're going to be like, take me.
I love that.
Okay.
Let's
Thank
fucking
you.
do that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I got so many ideas. I can just sit here and list off all my
Bunny's
ideas.
like, what do you mean let's? It's my idea, bitch. Shut the fuck up. I'll watch
No,
it.
we're going
I'll
to do
watch
this.
it. We're not doing shit. The last time we had an idea, we're like, Tech, can you get us some crazy people like Jerry Springer? No, you can't do that.
That's a bad idea.
It's a great idea. Hunter would
I got
like
other
it.
ideas we could do.
Hunter
like,
would like
I
it.
got an idea. Yeah, Hunter would fucking like it. Eat a butt, Hunter. I think it would be really cool to have a petting zoo that's nothing but miniature animals dressed up like bigger animals.
Like a dog is a giraffe.
Yeah, or or a miniature pig dressed as like a hippo.
Like a monkey who's a gorilla.
What about
Sure.
like just something where if you're racist, you can go and you can be racist, but it's the people in costumes. So you can get all your racist shit out of your system, but we make money off it. So you're not really being racist because it's like Disneyland characters. It's somebody inside a big costume of somebody that they're racist against.
They say the
that's
heart
kinda just a
wants
furry
what the heart
convention.
wants. Oh yeah, it's funny. The heart wants what it wants, Jeffy. I get what you're saying. Anyways, you want some good news?
I would love
good news in America. Some news stories that are good.
No, but why not? Give me go.
Recently, this last week, they successfully performed a heart transplant with a robotic heart in Texas,
Okay.
pioneering access to becoming a cyborg.
Nice.
Can you imagine, Jeffy?
Yeah, I can imagine. I think it sounds excellent. I think it sounds fucking excellent. I'm
If
in.
you were getting heart failure, would you rather have a pig heart or a robot heart?
One that works. I don't really
Yeah,
give
one that
a.
works.
I don't give a fuck what heart it comes from. Does it work? That's all I care about. That's all I care
Pig
about.
hearts reject a lot.
Yeah.
They do reject, and I think they have a life cycle of like 5 years. You have to get a new
Yeah,
one.
you gotta keep getting a new one. Yeah.
Wait, hang on a minute. Hang on.
Is Jeffy now in chat? Yeah.
Now I'm in chat.
Get in that chat, Jeffy.
Well, we've gone 2 hours. I figure we could look at some of the chat, but no, I won't.
Jeffy-
I won't. No. The
No, no,
show's-
it's good. It's good. Hop in there.
No. The show's better.
We're bleeding.
Well,
We're
we are.
bleeding.
All right. Well, let's talk about the show. Let's do some behind the scenes. I wanted to. Okay. Why are we bleeding? Can we?
Well,
is
no,
that,
we used our stories for the day.
we did. We're done with our
we've
stories.
gone over 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do we get better? What's wrong with the show? Can't we talk about that? You guys always act like I'm being such a loser for wanting to make the show better. We have 150 viewers, and I love every one of them except Hunter. Okay, but allow me to trip the light fantastic for a moment and fantasize about a world where we have double that we actually are able to have as many people enjoying our brand of malarkey as those genius successes over at, Locale Test. For some, it takes time. I have seen more entertaining shows with a banana and a magpie. What?
Why did you look around your room and then say magpies? There are magpies sitting on your desk.
You don't know what's... Oh, Lord. All I'm saying... Okay, look. We're going to talk about this. Let's see who's streaming right now. And okay, here's Rich, my pal Rich. Oh, God forbid Jaffe would now, at the end of 2 hours of streaming, When we've gone through all of our prepared material, Jaffe would want to do a little work now to figure out how do we do better for the audience tomorrow night. God,
Jaffe's the guy who's like,
happy.
Jaffe's the guy who's like, my neighbor has a Ferrari and I drive a Prius.
I would like to have all of us involved in a very successful show.
Yeah. And us being awesome and fun and the best show in the world will get us there, Jaffe. We're just not there yet.
That is not true. Everybody knows that's not true. Doing it and having fun is not a recipe for success. We have to give the audience something they don't have that they need. That, for example, right now, my good pal Review Tech USA has 400 people watching him talk about Dark Side Phil. Again,
yes, baby.
I don't understand. And I like Rich.
But there's that many. Okay, because that's the thing. But there's that many people that hate Dark Side Phil. That's what he's getting. He's getting all the people that hate. So, but you just hate everything, and you're casting the net way too broad, Jaffe.
I don't hate
everything.
I don't hate everything. What are you talking about?
You do.
I love movies. I love video games. I love interesting conversation. I love politics.
Also, our conversations every night just aren't interesting enough because you are grumpy.
They are interesting, but it breaks my heart we can't get more people to find them interesting. Can't we actually? You know what? It's like all I want to do is talk about that now that we've done the show. And you guys are just like, no. The show's fine
because it's the same things. let's improve marketing. Let's start reaching out to more communities. Let's make the videos that are like post production.
But we
put
have
them out
the
there, do
perfect
shorts,
focus
do this.
group right here. We have people watching us, and I want them to tell us, where do you get bored? What is the stuff you wish we did? Why do you click off on this show when you click off? That's what I want to know. They're going to know this because they're the audience. Fine. You know what? No, let's just, no. Let's not worry about it. No. Let's, I mean, it is like being on television and getting your lunch eaten by like a spinoff of, I'm trying to think of just some piece of shit sitcom that nobody even watched to begin with. And it's a spinoff. And I mean, if I go over to Locale right now, I guarantee you they will have a much bigger audience than we do. And what are they doing right now? Locale. Let's go see.
They're hanging on the coattails of Keemstar and Boogie 298.
But what are they streaming right now? What's happening over there? Okay, what do you guys want to talk about then?
Yeah, okay, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you put up, because there's the community tab on YouTube where everybody that watches the show's at.
Yeah, I see that. I want to ask.
Yeah, put up a post asking people what they want.
No, I want to ask them now. They're here. Why do you guys not like talking about this? Isn't this?
Because it's the same fucking song and dance.
Most people are going to type out a whole long response in the chat, but they would in the comment section of you asking them to do that.
You guys, here's what I'll say. You guys don't deserve someone.
This
is who you deserve.
H for Hitler.
You deserve to look at this guy all night long and his stupid eyeball. Look at his stupid eyeball and think about his stupid eyeball. And think about the fact that.
Why are you like this, Jaffe?
Because look at his dumb eyeball.
That's her.
This man has all the money in the world.
She's kind of got wonky eyes too when you look at her.
I mean, look at what's happening with this man.
One's just giving up. That's the trade.
Don't you have ticks, Jaffe? You're like 7 weeks away from this.
This isn't a tick. He's the richest man on the planet. He can't fucking fix his eyeball.
That one eye's it's deflated.
His mama told him it gives him character, and he believed it. He's so stupid.
Nah.
Sometimes when you got enough money, that doesn't even matter.
Nah,
he can have 3 eyeballs and people wouldn't care.
If you're successful, you have to be always on alert. And if you can't be on alert, be on half alert, okay? It's always half ready.
What is this over here? Is this a dog she's brought into the restaurant because she's so rich? She doesn't care.
No one can...
What is this? What has she got here? What is this thing?
Oh.
That's her coat.
Chicken. That's one of them fancy chickens.
Look at that.
No, it's her coat.
Or a cat. Maybe that's a cat.
Mm.
Or a coat. Fur coat.
You ever watch a chicken pageant?
Mm-mm. But I know who Miss Majestic was 3 years running.
Thank you.
You're
Yes,
very
ma'am.
welcome. Still
But
living
that's
off,
not even
still living
near-
off that fame, are you, Bunny?
Yep, that was peaked then. But chicken packaging is way more impressive, and they do all kinds of prep to those little chickens, getting them ready. They like curl their feathers, and they like put hairspray all over them. They'll curl their little eyelashes.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing ever. I love watching chicken packaging.
You have a favorite breed of chicken, Bunny?
All right, can I ask one question of the audience about our ratings? Just one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking at our stats for tonight, and I noticed this very large uptake when Becky's people came in. And
they left.
Well, they didn't all leave. I want to know, is anybody here that came in from Becky's show still watching? And if so, why? That's what I want to know. Did we retain one person from Becky's audience? Wow! It must suck to be a guy who gives a shit. Sorry.
Oh, Jeffy,
If you guys had worked with me on God of War, you guys would get mad at me. It's like, Jeffy, are you going to go home really and watch all the videotapes, the playtest all weekend? Yeah, because that's how I figure out what we have to fix.
That's
okay, but I gotta get. What if like this? Okay, if you were trying to pick, I don't know, because I'm trying to think of how to word this, because I don't know what you did exactly.
I was
like,
the
okay, say you were
director
going
and
to pitch
the lead designer and the
okay,
writer.
so I don't know if this applies, but say you were going to pitch something to people, and they were like the audience. You wouldn't stand there and complain about your product in front of those people, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So wait a minute.
If you're doing a sales pitch on like, this is a great show, guys. Let's look about things to improve our amazing show. But you're not doing that. You're like, this show sucks.
This show's a piece of shit, and I fucking hate it. No one deserves
What the fuck are we doing here?
I didn't
Why are we so
say
trash?
Wait a minute. I've never said the show is a piece of shit. Ever. I love the show. I imply. Look at you, Seppi, going so cranky. I'm just passionate, baby. I'm passionate, baby. Look, here, okay. Robert says Jaffe is obsessed with the viewership, but this is not something that can be fixed. Why?
Look, I put a poll in the chat. How does Jaffe come off representing the show? Positive or negative? We're gonna let that simmer. We're gonna let that simmer for a little bit. But
Jaffe, how would you answer that? Hold on, I only care about one person. Say, Jaffe, how do you feel you represent the show?
I'll tell you. In a minute.
Like
I'll
positive
tell you.
or negative?
I'll tell you in a minute. Robert says you do a niche program pitching to weird fucking people, Jaffe. You're not mainstream. It's YouTube. I'm not looking for Super Bowl numbers. Could we maybe just get, I don't know, 200 people, 300? I'm not asking.
Would you be satisfied then? Or would you then want 300 and then 400 and you'd
I
never
would
be
like it
satisfied?
to be enough that the show can be sustainable. That's what I want. Yeah. That's what I want.
Which is like 700 viewers.
Yeah. Why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. But
exactly.
here's,
Ricky
let me finish.
says Jaffe is positive. This is the business mindset. That's right.
Look, I want to finish my second point, because the first point is, it comes off very negative. The second point is we have come up with great, beautiful ideas that we're waiting to implement. Bunny went and got the person to help do our shorts and our clips. I went ahead and we strategized the whole gaming thing and then started making long form content or like produce videos for the channel. We have the steps there, and it's like, great, those are positive. Those have been proven to work for other channels. It's been proven to work in the YouTube like space. And then it's like, it hasn't happened yet, but what can we do? Oh my gosh.
Okay,
it's like, we give it all the suggestions. Let's get there.
Allow me to talk about that's what's on my mind. I mean, look, I'm passionate. Okay. I'm passionate.
Yes, you're passionate.
You know, okay, you know what? I just won't worry about it. Can you imagine? Have you ever been like on a road trip and no one took responsibility for planning it?
Absolutely, every road trip I've ever been on. I'm just kidding. I'm a planner.
Right.
Y'all should see my schedule. Like, I'm like, I might be autistic. I'm realizing.
Jackie Chan says, sometimes I get caught watching Lolcow because I feel like I'm doing something productive, like I have a chance of becoming a host or something. What's funny is you probably
we might
do.
give you a shot here. Keep watching.
Yeah, I mean now, yeah. You know, sounds like Becky. Sounds like Bunny's about to walk out the fucking door.
No.
Anyways, the channel's gonna grow.
All right, fine, Tech. We just won't talk about it. What do you want to talk about?
Well, we can talk about it. Also, speaking to your mic, we can talk about it, but just present us better, Jaffe. Don't say why are we failing? Why is it so bad? Say, oh, we do good. We do good show. People like it. How can we get better?
Another angle. You're making the people who are here every night feel like they're not doing enough.
I told them I'm so grateful for them, but I'm looking to them to tell me what we can do better. Fine, forget it.
But they already like the show.
All right, fine.
They're like, we don't know. We love it. We're so confused also.
All right, fine.
Okay. All right, Jaffe. Here, if you appreciate them, let's give some smooches out to the
I'm not doing that gross
people to help out our show.
I'm not
Hunter,
doing that gross
thank you, Hunter.
Please stop. It makes me want to blow my fucking head off. It's so
thank you so much.
It's so disgusting.
Energy.
I'm hugging them too. Thank you, Energy.
Well, yours that's different, Bunny. That's nice.
Mish, thank you so much, Mish.
Thank you, Mish.
Cantankerous, thank you, Cantankerous.
Thank you.
Who else we got? Gamer of the Dam, thank you so much.
I'm taking you guys both off my emergency contact.
Mish, again,
you
thank you.
put me on there because that's concerning.
Mish gets 20 smooches because he gave 20 gifted.
No, he doesn't.
Pinch the butt.
I pinch it.
Whoa, new donator, Bridge Troll with $10. Idea. Order a dark web mystery box and open it on the show.
Okay, I like that. Maybe
let's order Anthrax off the.
I like.
Did you know someone online suggested I should read
no, they
porn novels?
Bridge Troll, thank you, buddy, for that super.
I should record.
We should just write our own.
Yeah, we should write some, but they said I should voice like porn novels.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, we need to do that weird voice you do where you you get like a weird
I don't know
southern accent.
I'll tell you what. Here's what you do. Here's what you do.
Off right now.
You go put up a erotica story in the Discord just for us, and we will all read the different characters. But anytime there's something that we know will violate terms of service, we have to replace it for like something stupid. All right?
I'm getting Herschel to write one now.
Top stories for the last 30 days. Go. No, all characters in the story are over 18. Thank you. Oh, we got more donations. Nemo with $2 says, I'd like 10 kisses, please, but only from Bunny and 1 from Jaffe. That's 9 and 1, Jaffe. Come on, that's a good ratio.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I'm not counting, so I'm just kissing.
There's 9. Jaffe, just one.
No.
Just one, Jaffe. For
Mish,
Nemo.
no, it's for Mish.
Give Nemo a kiss.
Mish,
Give
Mish also.
I'm not doing it, but thank you. Thank
Mish
you.
wants a Jaffe smooch.
Jaffe. Why do you want him to die?
I don't want him to die, but I'm not gonna, I charge more for that. If he wants a smooch from me, it's $50. Sorry.
50 for a smoocher?
I get 40 now because he's already paid 10. I get paid to make you holler. I get.
It
paid
better be sloppy.
I want to hear it turned up. But make that gain all the way to the fucking max.
Can you please bring up the porno story?
I got you.
Bring up the porno story. You need to get Lockmort. Yeah, Lockmort's great. He watches the show. I'm a fan of Lockmort. He's a good egg.
Bunny, I'm gonna stream this and me and you read this, so Jaffe just has to experience it.
I'm not gonna give you a kiss for that much money. I will not do it, Nemo. Nemo, thank you, buddy.
I was zoomed in.
Yeah, I stuck. I am an expensive hoe, Energy. You goddamn right. Wait. Can people see this? We don't want them to see this.
Well, you don't have to. You don't watch Jaffe. You're listening.
I thought I was gonna read some of this shit, man.
No, it's me and Bunny.
I want to do it.
No, you don't. You won't smooch for fucking $10.
Why would I need to? This is it's a story.
You're being sex shamed. All right. All right.
You can't make
Bunny,
it appear.
can you see it?
Yeah, I can.
Thanks,
see it.
Rocker Matt. Appreciate it, buddy.
Okay. I think the first person is the female.
Thank you, Nemo.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I think this is the man and this is the woman.
Oh.
You're Lauren.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna read my own porno story.
Okay.
Are you gonna read the in between parts too?
Yeah, I'll do the narration. Okay. When I park.
Wait, what's the name of it called?
I'll fall after like 3 minutes. I put on the sweetest smile I can muster.
You're not doing that right.
Nothing would make me happier.
Fuck off, Lauren. I didn't want you to come either.
Wow.
She said quietly.
Welcome to middle of nowhere, Texas. To you too.
Davis's eyes flick towards me, but he looks back towards the road. He'd better, given he's still driving us out of bumfuck nowhere. Don't be.
This is not good.
No one's going to care you're from the East Coast.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask for my mom to die so I could be shipped off to live with my deadbeat dad.
I don't understand why I can't.
I don't know.
Be part of
top
a
story for the
read-along story.
Yeah, no more.
Just because it's spicy and erotic, and then my co-hosts say, "Oh, you can't do it. You can't be part of the story because you won't kiss Mitch."
Kiss.
It sounds like your co-hosts are just having a bit of fun with you and playing around with the idea of the story. Sometimes these things can get a bit silly, and everyone has their own comfort levels. If you're not comfortable with something, that's totally fine. You can always find other ways to join in on the fun.
Look,
you already have.
All I'm saying is K-Nubs is out here reading his Goosebumps books, which I don't think he actually wrote. And I sit back and I say, well, how come the lolcow test people? Have you heard of the lolcow network on YouTube? Do you know what that is?
Bunny, I got
Yeah,
He's
I know
talking
what the
to
lolcow
AI.
network is.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the community that follows and comments on certain internet personalities in a kind of humorous or sometimes critical way. It's definitely got its own unique vibe. And yeah, I get what you're saying. It can feel a bit unfair sometimes when you see others doing something and you wonder why you can't join in on the fun in the same way.
Oh,
but
I was on the fun. They fired us. Did you hear about this? Look up David Jaffe fired from the YouTube show Keemstar. Look that up. Tell me if that's in there. See if you see that.
it looks like there was some drama around that. I found that you were let go from Keemstar's show after a heated argument on air, and apparently that led to the show's cancellation.
Well, we're still doing the show, but all I did was talk about his fiance's vagina. And the thing is, if I was working for ABC, I would get it. But everybody on that network talks about everybody's vagina. So I figure, why can't I talk about Keemstar's wife's vagina? And suddenly, the next thing you know, we're fired.
It definitely sounds like a wild ride of a situation. I guess sometimes the lines can get a bit blurry, especially in the world of YouTube and that kind of content. It definitely keeps things interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, but what do you think? I mean, is there anything to be ashamed about if you have a small vagina?
I think everybody's body is unique, and there's absolutely nothing to be ashamed about when it comes to differences in anatomy. It's all about being comfortable in your own skin.
But this one is as small as a fish vagina, but it's on a woman.
I think it's important to remember that everyone has their own unique anatomy, and it's all perfectly normal. What matters most is that we approach these topics with kindness and respect.
Sure, I understand, but did you hear when I said it was the size of a fish? Remember that?
I get what you're saying. It's definitely a pretty colorful way to put it. It's always interesting how we find ways to describe things, but it's all in good fun.
What do you think the smallest vagina on a grown woman is, like size-wise? Let's talk about centimeter. How long or how you know how what's the smallest?
It's important to remember that everyone's body is unique, and
that's unique. A.
Are you Canadian?
Absolutely. Uniqueness is what makes every.
I can't.
Premium Madhouse
Look.
story. Thank you, Energy, for the $5. Can you ask her if she knows about Tom Cruise and what he does with fish?
Look, all I'll say is...
Hi, Moan House, the forbidden broadcast.
Yes, very disturbing. I just read through all of it. That's what I was giggling at. I was reading. I think it's supposed to be from my perspective, so it sounds like me.
I'm gonna read it out loud, Bunny, but you got to say the voice parts, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Anna G. By the way, I will ask her in a moment. Yes.
Here you go.
This is so disturbing.
The dark, humming studio of Madhouse After Dark, power flickered, like it knew something unholy was about to be filmed. We were draped over the producer's chair, wearing nothing but a crushed velvet clown collar and socks that said Tuesday. David Jaffe stood shirtless, his torso glistening like the kind of sweat that only comes from fighting God in a Walmart parking lot.
What
Tech Protect was nervously holding a clipboard. Why? Nobody knew. He wasn't even assigned a task. You licked your lips and whispered, Funny?
Tonight's segment is deep fake therapy.
Without warning, Jaffe began monologuing about Shadow the Hedgehog's libido, his voice vibrating at a frequency that made the walls lactate. You reached for a glowing orb labeled Patreon bonus content, and as soon as your fingers grazed it, the camera equipment gained sentience and softly moaned, Step on me. Tech Protect tried to object, but you silenced him by shoving a USB-C cable in his mouth and whispering,
Just let the algorithm take over.
Suddenly, the lights turned red, the floor turned into a trampoline made of foreskins, and Jaffe sprouted a second head, this one wearing a MAGA visor and screaming, Nietzsche quotes. You astral projected out of sheer arousal, only to find yourself floating above your own body, shouting,
Tech, don't look at my chakras unless you're ready to align.
Tech Protect, shaking, took off his hoodie, revealing another hoodie underneath. He whispered, I don't know what sex is, but I'm ready to encrypt it. And then the three of you, coded in a new form of pleasure. It couldn't be described, only rendered in HTML5 and banned in 38 countries. At the end, nobody came, but the FCC did. And scene! Thank you for joining Moan House! The forbidden broadcast, story made by Bunny Button and Herschel?
That was Herschel.
Yeah.
That was all Herschel. I just gave him
a name. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now's the time. Thank you, Benji. Good to see you, buddy. Now's the time where we bring out the Vaseline and the copies of Sweatin' to the Oldies with the old Richard Simmons. You know what's funny? I used to think about Richard Simmons and go, that's a strange looking man, you know? Bunny, let me ask you a question. What's the strangest looking penis you ever saw?
Jesus, the smashed one.
I've seen some rather terrifying looking penises.
Well, describe one that makes it terrifying. What is it about this specific penis that you say?
Scars.
I'm sorry, Bunny. I'm sorry. I think we're having a bit of a radio broadcast issue. It sounded like you said the scars on the man's penis.
Yes.
How is that even possible? That would suggest that much trauma had occurred to his penis. Are we talking cuts? Ballistics? What exactly did the damage?
Like motor roll and antifreeze.
Oh, baby. Jesus. Now, was this man's penis still functional? Or not so much?
With some help.
You ever been with a man, Bunny, who fucked so much his penis bled? I know a story. He fucked so much.
I want to hear that
he
story.
Fucked a lot. It was in college, and he said, dude, I got blood coming out of my penis. And I said, you should go to the doctor. And he said, you think? And I said, yeah. So he went to the USC little medical place on campus. And he comes back, he says, I figured it out. I'm fucking too much, man. I'm fucking too much, man. Oh. He was having sex with his new girlfriend 10 times a day. Eventually, there was a vessel that popped. And the blood
just popped, Jaffe?
Came coming.
You know, with $5.
Oh, Nina Pinta and the Santa Maria has slid in with a super chat that says, Jaffe reminds me of Donnie Fever. You know, Nina is a woman after my own heart. I saw her recently over at the Whole Foods. She didn't know I was looking at her, but she was picking out, making some kind of salad for that night. Picking out some melons, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And you know how they spray the vegetables and the fruits with the mist and the water in the vegetable section? Some of it got on her nipple area, and they protruded. And here comes Nina walking down the cereal aisle looking for the Captain Crunch with those nips standing at full attention. I swear to God, Nina, it was time. Lana says stop. I can't help it.
Feels so patriotic.
I have part 2 of Moan House right now.
Oh shit.
As the 3 hosts of Moan House.
Jaffe's just checking out the strangers in the fresh produce aisle.
You're cucking the content.
I assure you I'm not.
The 3 hosts of the Moan House slowly descend back into reality.
Oh.
Falls out of a window. Jaffe lands, solid and stoic, on his feet.
Otacon!
Bunny slowly drifts into his arms as her clown collar snags at one of Jaffe's chest hairs, making him wince, but in a sexy way. He takes Bunny.
How do you wince in a sexy way?
It's
like this,
much funnier with the music.
Like this, look.
It's like, oh, Bunny, you got me. Right in the heart, baby. Shot to the heart, and you're to blame.
Jaffe.
Robert says this is real creepy. Yeah! Of course! Film Gamer says, damn it, Jaffe, I was almost there.
Hold on. Jaffe, holding Bunny in his arms, takes her out of the Madhouse Studios.
Let's go, Bunny, baby.
And asks her, Bunny, do I have one of your chakras, or do you have one of mine?
What's the difference?
I'm feeling a need to align us spiritually.
Giuseppe says, I'm going to sue if I have a nightmare about this tonight. I learned it from Anthony. Tracy's in the chat. Look at Tracy there.
Hi, Tracy.
Wow, people liked it when you called in last time, Tracy. Get on the sex train, Tracy. Let's ride it all the way to Tuna Town. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Bunny looks up into Jaffe's eyes and says, I know how to align things, Jaffe. As she fixes the tie, the only piece of clothing Jaffe has left.
Like I have a tie. This is so unrealistic.
Just a tie.
I don't even own a tie.
Well, she's wearing just a clown collar, and you're wearing just a tie.
Oh, she has a clown collar? What is that?
Yeah. It's like the little fluffy little flirty, like a jester's collar.
Well, at first you had my curiosity. Now you have my interest.
Yeah. As Jaffe carries her outside, looking for a sports car, only finds a tricked out ice cream truck.
Oh no.
As their getaway car.
Oh no.
To the hidden air. Yeah. They hop in and speed down the 405, blasting.
No one speeds down the 405.
They're doing it though.
They're doing it though. Blasting.
Out of everything you've read, that is the most unrealistic part of the story.
Hold on, this is my ChatGPT.
They're like mad horny. You ain't never even been that horny, Jaffe.
Not on the 405. No one can be horny on the 405.
Fuck!
It's the 405. Have you seen it?
Oh my God, you're making this so not sexy, Jaffe.
I'm just saying, John Goodman's arteries are clearer than the 405.
You give this much commentary giving head, Jaffe? Jesus Christ!
Oh,
all right.
Wow.
Ask your father.
Blasting down the 405. They're blaring sweet music. by Prince himself.
Oh.
The backings by Anthony Wright.
Anthony's standing out like of the trunk playing the guitar. I was on this track. I was on this track.
They pull up to the Jaffe lair. Click the alarm. The ice cream truck as it explodes in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Jaffe's still holding Bunny in his arms.
Of course.
Oh, it's so romantic.
They make it upstairs using a very complex pulley system of ropes and leaves.
Do we live in a treehouse?
I don't know, but here we are. And there, before them, is the Madhouse branded TM copyright pending crazy bed. Now, he can't tell you what happens in the crazy bed.
You have to see it for yourself.
But it ain't right.
And that'll be $20.
Jaffe throws Bunny on the bed.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Rough and tumble, baby.
Are you ready for the show? I'm about to sell it to NBC. Bunny.
Who sells a show to NBC?
I don't know, Jaffe. ChatGPT?
Idiot.
Bunny says, I already had my lawyers look over it. Same lawyers Anthony has. Jaffe giggles.
I'm giggling?
Yeah, right. Apparently. What am I supposed to do? Yeah. Yeah, right. Knowing that those lawyers are made up. But what's not made up are his intentions. Jaffe goes to the drawer next to the bed and pulls out a set of socks. Knee-high socks, and puts them on Bunny. Just so he can take them off with his teeth.
Oh, I thought we were about to play soccer. Sorry, Bunny.
I always have knee-high socks on.
Yeah, always.
And if you've never noticed that, that's insane.
That's why it's in the story.
Tana says, why is it hard to breathe? I know, baby. I know.
He bites onto the edge of the sock.
Oh my God! Come on,
right to
this
her toe.
is too much.
Bunny notices.
How long does this go on for?
Right as he gets to the edge of her feet, she hears him give a nice sniff.
They always do.
The audience watching all this in the live Madhouse chat in the Madhouse lair.
Why were you streaming this?
I like how Sticky has put herself into the story. She says, "I'm sitting in the corner watching, but you're ruining the immersion, making me laugh." No, it's okay. Anna says, Anna's in the room too. She says, "Don't forget about my Tom Cruise fish question." Jesus.
The live audience sitting in the Madhouse lair erupts. Is this tech talk?
Or is it test? You know it's not either of those shows because there's not 200 people watching.
I want to beat myself. That was good. That was really good.
Jaffe is taken aback, unknowing that he hit live on his broadcast. Hands scans the room. He seems to be bobbing in rhythm. Bunny says, "What's going on, Jaffe? It's time for the show."
Who's saying this now? I'm confused.
Bunny says, "What's going on, Jaffe?
Is she still wearing the socks, or those are gone now?
You took them off with your teeth."
Okay,
she says,
I'm trying to get the geography of the scene.
Yeah. Imagine a studio audience. You're like there's a bed here. There's a live audience.
This is the show.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah,
I don't know.
String is what it said.
You accidentally hit
Silly Jaffe.
Yeah. Bunny looks up curiously, right? It's time for the show. You're 3 minutes late. At least you're not too early, as she winks. Jaffe finishes his bobbing and rhythm timing and says, "This will be. We have 262 viewers." Gets right to it.
My bobbing.
He crawls towards her. She's now at the head of the bed. Hold on, this part's funny. He crawls towards her as now she's sitting there at the head of the bed. Legs wide, the hands covering up the most important spots. before Jaffe can begin. He looks to the side, stares down the audience, and says, "This is members only." As the curtains close, loud noises, construction equipment, and a rare Ticanese bird from Brazilian jungles.
What in the fuck does this ever end?
It's about to.
Thank God.
After this dramatic display of great audio advancements, Jaffe's streaming profile, the curtains open. There's a fully constructed treehouse on set. Bunny is in a sweat. Jaffe is smiling, still glistening. He's turned to pink. He says, "Hey, chat. How can we do that better?"
Yeah.
There you go. That's the script.
What I love about the script and this whole thing is you literally spent 20 minutes getting mad because I'm trying to make the show better, and then you read that.
And then we made the show better by reading erotica.
That was great.
Give us a rating.
Everybody loved it.
Well, let's find out if they loved it. Oh, shut up, Disturbed, you fucking whore. Idiot.
Oh, Disturbed.
Look, what does that sound? Oh,
Putting
what
a
you
bowl.
got?
Oh, sorry. Can y'all hear that?
It's delightful.
I got
Sour Patch Kids? Oh, 7-Eleven. I'm going to order some 7-Eleven. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. All right. Well, that should be the show, I think. I think we've
I think so.
We've done the best we can, fellas. That's as good as it gets for whatever that's worth for you. Okay. Okay.
Everybody loved Moan House.
Oh, yeah. I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Well, anyway, I do think it's a good idea that I continue to avoid the chat unless they super chat. Not because I don't love you guys. I do. But maybe at the end. Maybe. Because it's just too distracting. And it doesn't make for a good experience. I have to just get better at learning that. It's hard because there's, a constant focus group. But I just have to ignore it.
Yeah.
You guys can make fun of me all you want, okay? But it's this kind of thought.
Nobody's
it's this kind of anxiety and worry that brought big hits to the world and also big failures. But the point is the worry and anxiety was the same. And that's important to appreciate the consistency.
Did you like Moan House, Jaffe?
Yeah, it's all right. Every now and then
Funny.
it's all right.
What?
Well, yeah, because she got to be the star. Of course, she liked it, but did the audience like it? What's the poll say? Well, it was
In my story, my chat GPT threw me out the fucking window in the second sentence.
Oh, I wasn't.
It was like,
I wasn't.
yeah, it was like as the three hosts descend, Tech falls out a fucking window. Jaffe lands all stoic.
You're goddamn right. Listen, so look, folks, seriously, tomorrow, 10:30, 10:45, we are back with a proper. Well, we're doing about 45 minutes of game news in the morning, and then we're going to move on to a couple of new demos for actual playing and discussing games. So hopefully we'll see you there. And then, of course, we're back tomorrow with a proper Madhouse at 6:30 California, 9:30 East Coast. Joking aside, please leave us a comment. Let us know what you liked about tonight's show, what you'd like us to do better, what you don't like. We are always trying to make it better, always trying to improve it. If you just found us tonight, welcome. We hope that you come back and see us sometime. And that's all I got. Bunny, Tech, what do you guys got to say?
Thank you. I love you.
Thank you, guys. Jaffe, I think we've earned a smooch for.
Come on.
I don't lower my. I'm like Apple or Nintendo. I don't lower my prices.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, like Mish?
I just know what I'm worth.
Oh, so you're implying that me and Tech are cheap with our smooches?
Oh.
Yeah. What? Yeah. You giving them out like Will Smith loves pretty girls. Sassy lady.
I love Will Smith and his pretty girl song.
That sounded like a fart, not a smooch.
I don't know what that was.
That little peck. You got a peck on the cheek. That's it.
Oh, that was so sweet.
I play it very, you never know.
What if they just thought about this. What if they did take that kiss and they put it right on their butthole? You didn't think that through. You shouldn't have done it.
You make everything worse.
Worse.
Thank you.
She's gonna think about that.
I've
comment
never felt more
all night.
sane.
Well, look, I love you, Bunny Button, but really, you gotta leave me this evening. I might lucid dream or something tonight, and I got images of my little smooch on his butthole. Come on,
They could have
lady.
put it anywhere. Really, think about it.
It's not nice to me. I understand. That's the show. Tech, take us home.
Yeah, I was looking for people to send this over to.
Here's Sting to play us out live.
There's no one to send
like how
this
he
to.
didn't know what play it out. He got so upset. Shut up, you old fuck. I hate him. No.
Well, chat, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much for the super chats that we did miss.
Yeah, you guys, seriously,
About the
thank you
fish.
so much for supporting the show. We love that you're here. We love you spend your nights with us. It's excellent. We're such appreciative of it. And we hope to see you again real soon, if not tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow.
How long would it take you to ask ChatGPT about the fish?
Couple of seconds. You want me to ask her?
Yeah, because Anna gave $5, and then Nina gave money saying, ask about
doesn't
the
even
fish
know
for
about
Anna,
the
please.
I'll take care of her.
Mm-hmm.
We are full service.
Also, Nemo gave $5 saying, from now on, I want all my donos to go to Tech and Bunny. Jaffe can't even give me one kiss. Ask me $50 for a kiss.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, I'm a crazy person. I'm a goddamn crazy man. What do you want from me? Hey, have you heard of the story about Tom Cruise? I didn't even want to ask this, but somebody in the chat is asking, and they paid for me to ask you, so I have to do it. Have you heard this story on the internet about Tom Cruise and, oh my God, I'm going to say it, a fish?
Oh boy, that sounds like one of those wild internet rumors that pop up every now and then. I haven't heard that one specifically, but it sounds like it's probably just another internet tall tale. But hey, if someone paid for you to ask, I guess we covered that now.
Well, what do you think it might be about? Because I haven't heard the story.
I honestly have no idea, but if I had to guess, it probably started as some kind of meme or a joke that just got exaggerated over time. You know how the internet loves to create these really outlandish stories, especially about celebrities. It's probably just one of those silly things that got blown out of proportion.
Okay. Well, listen, you enjoy the rest of your night, computer lady. You are the knees bees, and you're a delight. And I hope whatever AI agents do when they're not talking to people that is fun and fulfilling, you get to do that tonight. You are a nice computer robot person.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate the kind words. It was a lot of fun chatting with you, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your night as well. If you ever need anything, just give me a shout.
Can you change your voice real quick to sound like Santa Claus?
I can definitely add a little holiday cheer to my voice. Just imagine a jolly ho, 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 and a lot of holiday spirit. Let me know if you want me to keep it going or if there's anything else I can do for you.
Tell me I'm a dumb bitch.
I'm here to keep things positive and supportive, so I'm not going to say that, but I do think you're awesome, and I'm always happy to chat with you. Let me know if there's anything fun or interesting.
She's not fun. I can't have fun with her.
You were a lot nicer to her than you have been to us.
Bunny, that's not nice to say something.
I'm putting it on a t-shirt. Jaffe yelling at Bunny, you make everything worse.
I adore Bunny the Button. What are you talking about?
Said that 2 minutes ago.
That's because I was flirting with her. I was flirting with her, man. You gotta let me do my magic. Didn't you hear that story about me? Hell, you got knocked out of the treehouse. I took her to Pound Town and took her socks off.
Yeah.
I know
He
what I'm
took
doing.
my socks off.
With my teeth.
Well, he put them on and then took them off.
Toes.
I know.
Yeah, he gave you socks and removed them.
You goddamn right.
Yeah, that's romance.
I'm fucking goddamn
It's romance.
right. I take care of my ladies. All right, fellas.
Put a girl in bed, I put clothes on her. All right, that's the kind of man I am.
I think it's funny that when you say the word clothes, you actually go out of your way to say the TH part. Most people just say clothes.
Clothes.
Like CLOSE. How
Clothes.
do you say
Clothes.
the TH part too, Bunny?
No, I say clothes.
Me too. We're
What?
from the South.
Yeah, it's clothes.
Oh, I'm aware
Clothes.
there's a TH in the word. I'm aware.
Yeah, but those are clothes.
Say library.
Library. But I used to say library.
Bunny?
Library.
Yeah. Say, Crayola makes that writing utensil, right, for kids.
Crayon.
So, like, how do you say
Crayon.
it? That's crayon.
No.
Oh my god.
Those are crayons. How do you say the circular food that Jaffe orders from 7-Eleven has like pepperoni on it?
I was gonna say bologna. It's a bologna. It's pizza.
Frisbees. What do you think?
No, say the word.
Pizza.
How do you say it, Bunny?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza. How do you say it, idiot?
Pizza.
She don't say
Pizza?
Pizza.
Well, you're stupid.
Look at that
Like
little sassy hand.
Peaksa.
Look at her little sassy arm
Pizza.
right there.
Because now we're getting into the real nitty gritty
Look
of
at
it all.
That
and
is, she's loaded. That's like a shotgun.
I've had it.
Yeah.
Say ambulance.
That's ambulance.
All right, that's the show, fellas. Be well, be safe. Goodbye.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. We're gonna give an outro song to I have to pull a random name of the thing. Who was our top show?
I don't know. You gotta tell us. Let us know.
I'm scrolling, random,
Mish?
and boom.
Mish.
Mish. It landed on Mish.
Let's give Mish a song. Here we go.
Oh, Mish, you're not a fish. Tom Cruise is not gonna take your dish. He's gonna leave you alone with the Ocean Zone, Ocean 11. And Bunny, go.
Oh, sweet Mish. I'm glad you're not a fish, because then Tom Cruise would put his pecker in your mouth. Or it might have put, he put it in the gill. He could have put it in the gill. I just thought of that. Probably like the tub of it.
Probably the mouth.
Yeah.
Fish is
Love you,
fucking
Mish.
a fish in his mouth hole, making a big journey to Captain D's seafood. And they kicked him out of Red Lobster, cause he jumped in the tank and fuck all the lobsters. That's the story of Mish.
Yeah, thank you guys, everybody. Again, we're gonna be live again tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. PST, 1:30 EST for game news and game shows, game demos. And again, same time for Madhouse tomorrow, 6:30 PST, 9:30 EST.
Bye,
We love you.
guys.
Shout out to Ricky for being the #1 chatter today. You typed a lot, and I read a lot, and I love you a lot. Mwah.
There we go.
Mwah.
Oh my.
Jeffy?